Coming to you live from Valuetainment Studios in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Welcome to the first Fresh and Fit live podcast. Brought to you by the Sauce Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome your host for the evening, the man dripping in too much sauce, the Sauce Man, Adam.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. So, hello, ladies. Hello. Anybody here not familiar with these two gentlemen? Okay. How you doing? Anybody here not familiar with a gentleman by the name of Frank Castle? Okay. You do not want to meet that man tonight. I can assure you of that. So let's get this thing started. Is there anything you want to say before we get this show started? Because I want to manage expectations with the show here. I have a run of show. Before I do my thing, is there anything that you guys want to establish before we get this thing started? To the audience, to the people at home, thank you guys to the people at home watching. Appreciate you guys.
Shout out to the audience. Without you guys, we are nobodies. We literally wouldn't exist without you guys. Thank you. The only difference between me and you guys is that we say what everybody thinks on a podcast. That's the only difference.
And this is a huge turnout, man. Shout out to everyone that came through.
Shout out to all y'all, man.
For real, man.
Watching live, here, watching in person. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Walter, what would you like to add to this?
So honestly, man, I'm surprised you guys are here. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here for us, man. So shout out to everyone that came through to show some love. And guys, let's have a great show, man.
Let's have a great show. Let's get this thing going. Cool. So, should we introduce the ladies real quick? Should we get to know the ladies real quick? They're on stage. They've been holding their bathroom breaks for quite some time. Yeah. So I think what we do here is this. We've got 10 lovely ladies on the stage. We have another dozen or so back into the crowd. Can you see them? We're going to get them on the camera. So let's start with this. Let's introduce the ladies. If you would, hello, Janelle. Give us your name, your age, what you do for work, and your relationship status. Give us that. Real quick, don't go on a diatribe, or Frank Castle might show up, all right?
You took my line, bro.
Okay, my bad. Myron, go ahead. Chime in at any point.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right, let's start with the lovely lady on the left here.
Good to see you, Adam.
Good to see you.
Fresh. All right, so my name's Janelle Gordon. I'm a tantric intimacy sexpert. That means for people just like yourself, I help men and women have the most lasting, passionate, orgasmic relationships possible. Who doesn't want more of that, right? And I don't know my age. I'm 41. I am dating, but I'm very quiet about that.
41?
Yes. In the house, you can still look good at 41. I have a child, so I still look good. But I have a lot of respect for you. Thank you for having me. And a lot of respect for both of you.
Who's your daughter right here?
Thank you for that one. I'll remember that one.
What's your name?
So is Janelle 41? Where are you from?
I'm from Newport Beach, California, OC, in the house right here. So, did I say everything else?
You're good.
And then status, last thing.
I'm seeing someone. Let's keep it on the low, though.
Okay.
Because I haven't done that before.
Myron is taking notes. He's going to want your social security, your body count, everything that goes associated with that.
I'm seeing Shiva.
Okay. Is that the same guy?
Lady in the pink, what's your name? Give us your rundown. Age, what you do for work, and your relationship status.
My name is Patricia Lamanna. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I'm 25. I'm a professional footballer.
Professional footballer?
Soccer player, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And I
Relationship status.
single, but complicated.
Oh, one of those situations.
Translation, currently seeing a guy that may or may not want to commit to her.
Okay,
Exactly.
Fantastic.
all right.
What about you? What's your name?
Hello, I miss you, my boy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Introduce yourself.
So my name is Maria. I'm 23 years old. I'm a personal trainer. Also, I work with different kind of agencies as a promoter, and my relation status is single.
Okay. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Venezuela, and my social security number is one. No.
Okay. Your what number?
Social.
Oh, gotcha.
Number.
Okay.
She doesn't have one of those yet.
We're working on it.
Deport.
The blonde?
Hello, gentlemen. Sarah Baker. I'm 37. I'm a tech entrepreneur as well as a performer, singer, dancer, and I'm from family's from Ohio, but I've lived all over the country, including California most recently.
And your relationship status?
Single.
Single.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Melina.
Good to see you
Hi,
guys.
what's up?
Hello, Destiny. I'm sure you're watching. We all know
Why is he not
Melina's
here? I'm
wife.
asking again.
Destiny's wife.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
Melina Joranson. I do social media, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Married from Sweden. Been here a few times. It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. That's the sweetest you'll probably be all night, so thank you.
Age?
Yeah.
Age?
Age 24.
24, okay. And you said Sweden, right?
Next.
Hi everyone, my name is Caro del Rio. I am entrepreneur from Bogota, Colombia. I have a background with restaurants and international trade. I am 32 years old. I am runway fashion top model. I've been in LA and Miami and New York Fashion Week. I am content creator. I am starting with my YouTube channel. I already have 2 blogs on my YouTube channel. And I love to create content for powerful women and for inspire others to have a healthy
Okay, thank you.
lifestyle.
Wait, hold on. You said you're a model, right?
Yes.
You said you're a model?
Sorry about that.
You know what I'm at, right? You been in Vogue?
Say it again?
Have you been in Vogue or no?
You asked me the last time the same question.
And it's no, right?
And I told you soon.
Okay,
In your
soon.
podcast.
Okay.
Soon.
Yes.
Soon she's going to be where?
In Vogue, apparently.
Okay. All right. Lovely lady in the red.
Relationship status, single, relationship.
Relationship.
How long?
3 months.
Okay.
Still new.
So she thinks it's a relationship. All right, cool.
Strawberry shortcake.
Hello. My name is Georgia Luzzi, also known as Georgia Mafia, which is my DJ name. I am 32. I am Belgian American with Italian and German origins. And
Did you grow up in Belgium or Germany? Or you said Belgium?
I'm Belgian American with Italian and German origins.
Gotcha. Where'd you go to high school?
Brussels.
Okay.
And so I'm a DJ. I also work in marketing. I produce events, and I'm currently building a Web3 social network.
Cool. And relationship status?
Single.
Ma'am?
Hi guys, my name is Gigi Dior. I am 41. I am taken, and
Wait, 41?
I'm 41. Yes.
About time, Chris.
I guess he's already drinking a Henny. Goddamn. All right. So where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York? Okay. The city or?
Yeah. And I am an adult performer.
You're an adult?
Performer.
Performer.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
It means I shoot porn.
Okay,
You're
cool.
a porno star.
Yes.
We got a porn star, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Are you? And you said what's your relationship status? Married?
Taken. Yeah.
Taken. Okay. Is he also in the industry?
No.
Okay. How long y'all been together?
5 years.
Goddamn.
Cool.
Okay.
Next.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm 25. I'm from Michigan. I live in Miami for a year and a half now. I'm a social media manager and a UGC creator for work. I'm single. That's it. Am I missing
All right.
something? No?
Last one on the panel.
Hi, I'm Amy Dangerfield. I'm 27 years old, originally from Australia, and I do high-ticket sales, and I'm single.
You're a saleswoman.
Yes, sir.
What do you do with high-ticket sales?
So I work in BDOS, Big Data as a Service, as well as like business operations, so like trucking companies, e-commerce companies, helping them with their business operations.
Okay. Respect. And you say your age?
27.
Okay. Chris.
Yes.
Do we have mics for the ladies on the panel? We want to get through that
Yes,
quickly if we
the girls on
can.
the couch have mics right now.
The couch, I'm saying.
So, Maya?
What's up, y'all? Slow Jams, a.k.a. Maya, a.k.a. SJ, a.k.a. The Roaster.
We got a lot of motherfucking AKs up there. All right. Keep going. AKA, make it rapid.
You guys call me Maya, age 23, occupation marketer, rapper.
Okay, there we go.
Next.
Relationship status?
Relationship status, freshly single as of 21 days.
All right. Congratulations.
Guys, get ready.
Next.
Who hurt you?
Lucille Ball in the house.
Hey everybody, my name is Destiny. I also go by Karma, and that's my artist name. I am single. I was born in Chicago, raised in Broward, and I am a full specialist. I do laser hair removal, lashes, and I'm also a musician.
Wait, how old were you again? Sorry.
Oh, 27.
And you're originally from?
Chicago.
Okay. Someone pat her on the way down. Pat her in on the way down. All right. Yeah.
Hot in here.
And then you said single, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. Who's up next?
Hello, Shea Butter here. I'm 25. I model. Hey y'all. It's complicated. But yeah. Hey y'all.
All right. So 25. Where are you originally from?
Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Rock City.
Okay. Relationship status?
Oh, I said it's complicated.
Okay. We know what that means. Okay. Who's up next?
Hi, I'm Tony. I am 22 years old, and I'm from Vegas. I moved to Miami a little less than a year ago for law school. And so, yeah, I'm a law student right now.
Okay.
Were you in law school?
Huh?
Were you in law school?
Yeah, I just finished my first year.
Where?
St. Thomas.
Okay.
And then relationship status?
I am single.
Okay.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm 24. I model, dance, and act. Professionally dance. I don't strip. And I'm
Why'd you say it like that?
Make it clear.
Because I have
You're
to,
triggering
like,
Gigi. That's Myron's job.
And where are you originally from?
New Hampshire.
Okay. All right. And then you said you're a professional dancer, and what's your relationship status?
Single.
Single. Okay. Cool.
Hello.
Still?
Who's
up next?
Hello, my name is Leilani. I'm 18, and I'm a college student. Outside of college, I'm a new real estate agent. I'm originally from Texas. I moved to Miami almost a year ago, and I'm currently single.
All right. What part of Texas?
El Paso, Texas.
Oh shit, the border.
Órale, güey. You were a border agent.
Yeah, I was, well, same, similar.
Okay.
I was on the border. But out of Laredo, who's up next?
Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm 24, originally from New York, upstate, not the city. Want to specify.
What part of upstate?
What's that?
What part of upstate?
Potsdam. It's like
Okay.
30 minutes from the Canadian border.
Okay. So 24, upstate New York. What do you do for work?
I'm in pharmaceutical marketing.
Okay.
And I've lived in Broward County for about a year. Prior to that, I was in Miami-Dade. And I am single.
Cool.
Hi, my name is Abigail Joy. I'm a YouTuber, Bitcoiner. I just turned 29 like a week and a half ago. I am originally from South Florida, and I am in a relationship, and I've been in a relationship for 12 years.
And you're
Thank you.
Has he proposed yet?
Oh yeah, he proposed less than a year into the relationship, but we agree with you on like getting the government involved in marriage is kind of annoying. So we're married in the eyes of the Lord.
Cool. Smart.
Thank you.
Smart.
W.
Smart.
W.
Taking your advice, buddy.
Hey, man. We help women too if they listen.
That's true.
But they normally don't.
All right. Chris? Is that it?
2 more? You said 2 more.
Go ahead. 8 more? God, by the time we
Welcome
get
to Fresh and Fit, baby.
Hello, my
All right.
name is Tati. I'm 22 years old. What I do for work is I'm a party promoter, and I have a candle business, and I do customs with clothing.
Okay.
That's about it.
And where are you originally from again? Sorry.
Oh, I'm from South Florida. I was born in Kendall.
Oh, shit.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag.
I'm Dominican and Cuban too.
Just Kendall's a red flag at this point.
Hi, I'm Jalissa. I'm 18. I'm a party promoter. I was born in Hialeah, raised in Homestead.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, I know.
She even knows.
Hialeah,
No, I know.
party promoter.
Hialeah party promoter.
Crime Aaliyah.
Pat her down, someone.
And I'm single.
All right. Who else?
Hi, my name is Chelly. I am 23, married. I operate help him operate his businesses.
Where are you originally from?
I am actually from Hialeah.
Oh, God.
She left that
Y'all
one out.
came in
for
a
you,
gang
Myron,
or like,
yeah.
what's going on here?
Hi, people. My name is Audrey. I'm 18. I'm unemployed, and my...
Someone keep it real. Instead of saying I'm a real estate agent or a content creator. Typical Florida shit.
You think I'm not making money,
None.
She's 18. She'll
Alright.
figure it out.
Yeah,
And I'm from Cuba. I'm
Okay.
Cuban. That's it.
All right.
Is that it, Chris?
A relationship status?
Single.
All right. Cool. Oh, shit. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Valentina. I'm from Cali, Colombia. I'm 24 years old. I work in finance and strategy. And I am in a relationship.
Wait, you said 24. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Cali, Colombia.
Okay. And you do what for work?
I work in finance and strategy.
Okay. And relationship status?
In a relationship.
Okay, how long?
Less than 4 weeks.
4 weeks? So she's
Ballpark.
basically single until a better guy comes along.
Pretty much.
Fantastic.
Pretty much.
All right.
All
who's
right, next up.
Hi, I'm Mulan Monet. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm a teacher. And also I'm a dance choreographer.
Okay.
And I'm single.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome. You remember her?
Yes.
What do you remember her from the last show?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Was that the one that said Paris is a country?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah.
Love the country of Paris. I'll be there in a few weeks.
It's clear to see she doesn't teach geography.
Niggas in Paris.
All right, last one.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I'm 29. I'm married. I was in the Air Force for 6 years, but since transitioned to a stay-at-home wife position and an aspiring stay-at-home mom.
Congratulations. Okay. We're going to end it right there. Thank you.
That's it.
All right, thank you, Chris. You got the mic? How many mics are over there with the ladies over there?
Oh, we got 4.
We got 4 mics. All right, does everybody feel comfortable? Everyone feel acclimated? Everyone knows each other?
Let's go.
Hey, y'all. Okay. So just for the one guy in the front that paid $500 just because he doesn't know Fresh and Fit, but he's balling like that. You're a Valuetainment, respect. So everybody has an aha moment, right? Like when they're gonna get something started, okay? So like for me, I've been in the financial world forever. My aha moment when I wanted to start making content, I was in the back of the room, hungover, at a Vegas financial conference. I still don't understand why they do conferences in Vegas. I'm hungover, and I'm in the back, and I hear like the speaker being like, wah, 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 and that's why millennials are gonna be broke. And I'm like, what? What'd you say? What's going on? And I basically asked the guy, I'm like, to explain this to me. And it basically motivated me to be like, all right, let me try to do this. And that's how I started doing a money show, which turned into a finance times romance show. And that was kind of my aha moment. So what I want to understand from you guys is, there must have been a moment. You were a former
I was a former special agent with Homeland Security Investigations.
Exactly.
So I did criminal investigations against Mexican cartels, organized crime, that type of thing.
You know, just light work. No big deal right there. You know, cartel,
work.
organized crime.
Yeah.
You were a computer, software, tech guy.
Customer service, yeah.
Okay. So there must have been an aha moment where you're like, something's going on out here with society, with culture, with these women. What was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back that were like, all right, Fresh, Fit, let's put this thing together. Let's start a podcast. What was that moment?
I think we were both like at a point in our careers where we were doing pretty well, and we were dating in Miami, which is pretty tough. So we were looking at content online, looking at certain things, and then one of our friends, Solo TV 84, had a podcast. He brought me on, then Myron on, and he was doing fitness videos. I was doing like private videos. But he was saying, you guys are in similar mindset. You should link up. So then Myron DM'd me, spoke for like an hour on
You
video
guys
chat.
didn't know each other?
No, not at all.
Straight up?
Not at all, yeah.
You went through like, it was like matched out combo at the home. Yeah.
Pretty much, pretty
Solo
much.
TV,
yeah.
Yeah. And then we had dinner with my roommate, Casey, and we said, you know what, let's do a podcast, bro. Once a week, we'll try it out and see how it works, and then, I mean, rest is history.
Yeah, pretty much people really enjoyed the content. We realized that like teaching guys how to be attractive, it's a multi-varied thing. It's you got to get your money on point. You got to get in the gym. It's not as simple as saying like, "Hey, you're attractive. Let's do something." It's like you got to build yourself up to a certain point to even be able to have the opportunity and get a chance.
Yep. So when you started the podcast, that was how long ago? Almost 3 years ago?
Our first episode, I think, was October 26, 2020.
Gotcha. So not even 3 years.
Yeah.
Respect to you guys.
Yeah.
Blew up.
We were still
Shout out
working
to
our
these
regular
guys.
jobs
Hello.
at the time. Thank you, guys.
When you started the show, you probably had sort of like an assessment of like, all right, I think this is what we're gonna do. This is kind of what I believe. You read The Rational Male. Shout out to Rolo.
Of course.
What did you learn throughout the process of interviewing literally thousands of women, having tons of guests? What did you learn where you're like, now looking back at it, you're like, oh, I had no idea about that. What was that to you?
That's kind of tough, man. I mean, we knew a lot from the beginning, but I would say I had no idea that women did have no clue what men really want. It's kind of like, I knew they weren't really like asking questions to figure out what the man wanted, but to find out from like asking questions ourselves is like, they had no idea what men really want. So that was kind of like a revelation right there for me.
What I learned is, I got a whole list here, but I'll just sum it up. Lack of awareness, delusional of where they really stand in the sexual marketplace as far as like how hot they really are versus how hot they think they are.
They're all 10s, bro. What are you talking about?
They're all 10s.
Myron, I'm going to push you on this. They're all 10s.
Queens. Well, when you're drunk enough, yes. Just not really giving a shit about what men want, right? It's kind of like, it's what I want, that's prioritized, and I'm not necessarily going to change or acclimate to what men want. Men should accept me however I come.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of knew these things, but over, we've interviewed now like well over 2,000 girls. It's like, it's very apparent that in the West there's a certain mantra, and then people say, oh, we'll just get educated girls on, or girls that are smarter. Well, typically when women are educated, it allows them to be even more 10 toes down on their delusion, because the more money she has, the more status she has, the more she thinks she qualifies for. But the reality is the things that make a woman attractive are not the same things that make a man attractive. And I think that disconnect is where so many girls are unaware.
Gotcha. So the word that pops up time and time and time again is delusional.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you look at any short clip, delusional girl did this. Delusional 304s did this. Delusional girl gets Frank Castle. Delusion. I feel like as a guy, you kind of know what's up.
Yeah.
Like you know you broke. You know you're not that attractive. You know that you ain't that cool. You know that you need to lose weight. Why do you think women, especially modern women today, are labeled delusional?
Well, as a man, if you're a loser, there's an immediate feedback that you're a loser. The world lets you know. Your peers don't respect you. Girls don't look at you. You're virtually invisible. So you get negative ramifications for your inadequacies. But as a woman, you don't experience that. It's not until a guy like me comes along and says, you're stupid, or that's not right, or whatever, or challenges you on your viewpoints, which, let's be honest here, most guys are going to do that because they're trying to get laid. It's not until that happens that they kind of wake up. And even if it does happen, they're going to go out and say, you're just a misogynist, write you off, and walk away. So women don't necessarily get negative consequences for poor behavior or poor decisions until later on in life. At least as a man, you get that punishment up front. If you're a bum, you get reminded every single day that you're a bum until you change. As a woman, if you're a bum, it doesn't matter. You could be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, be at a party with Future the next day, or later on that night when you have no future, and it is what it is. Mm-hmm. There's no negative consequences for inadequacies until you get older. That's when women wake up. I've always said, women typically don't wake up until they're buying their own drinks at the bar.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, it's true.
And if you want to know if you're a bum as a guy, just Myron will let you know. Like, what do you think about Chris?
I mean, I think the audience already knows what time it is with that one. It starts with an L and ends with a Chris, baby. I don't know.
All right, so
shout out to Chris,
I want to incorporate the women. You took diligent notes. Respect to you guys. If you ladies could go around and use one word to describe Fresh and Fit. How many girls, show of hands, have been on Fresh and Fit's podcast before? 1, 2, 3. I see a lot of hands. I see some hands that
misogyny.
Okay,
it looks like it's 50-50.
Okay, so 50-50. If you could go around and give one word to describe your experience on the show or your thoughts on these two gentlemen, go ahead. We'll start with you.
Let's hear it.
Keep it a million. We're not gonna.
Keep it a million.
We're not gonna.
Don't be like, they nice. No.
Don't
they
hold back.
nice.
2 words.
Be honest.
Go
Be
ahead.
honest.
Give one word.
I don't like it.
You don't like them?
That's not one word.
How about this? One sentence, okay?
What the?
2 sentences, not acceptable. Melina?
Harmful.
Harmful?
Yes, I do.
Sometimes taken out of context, but the core I agree with.
Okay. Maria?
Cold.
Cold. Let's turn Maria's mic up. She's feeling a little cold out here.
Hello,
Okay. Pretty in pink?
Unique and educational.
Okay, interesting. Janelle?
Sexy, delightfully refreshing, harsh truth, but reality, and always orgasmic, because that's my brand.
Shout out to this gorgeous girl in the white dress. Somebody wipe her up tonight. How about you in the blue?
I would say jarring, for good and for bad. It can make you feel jarring to the point where you want to do better, or it can force you back into more delusion.
Are you an Aussie?
I am, yeah.
Shout out to you, down under. How about you?
I love these two. This will be my 4th time on the show. I'm friends with their behind-the-scenes crew, too. I have a lot of respect for them. They opened up my eyes to different viewpoints. I was definitely delusional. I hated them at first, which they know. And then I started listening to their content, and I started to agree with them, and then I came on the show. And
Why were you delusional before their show, and what happened afterwards?
Because, like they say, I mean, women really don't know what men want. Women truly, I mean, we really are delusional, especially living in Miami. There is a lot of delusion, and the women here give terrible, terrible advice. I feel like most of the women just can't handle the truth. And I feel like that's why they get so angry with these two. But I think it's important to remember that your triggers are your own responsibility, and these women are coming on their show, so these two don't need to walk on eggshells to take account of their feelings.
Respect to you for that mindset. Clap it up for that answer, by the way. Gigi.
I am recently in knowledge of you guys, so far I feel that you're super honest and like you speak the truth, and sometimes it's not easy to hear, but it's the
Just
truth.
wait for how honest he's going to get with you, okay? Wait for the honesty. Okay, Georgia Mafia.
Well, I normally don't make an opinion so fast, but if I have to say first thoughts, confident, challenging, self-righteous.
Okay. Do you like a man like that, who's confident and challenging?
Yes.
Would you ladies agree or disagree that you want a confident, challenging man?
Agree.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe not the
I see a lot of
self-righteous
agrees
part.
and nodding of the head. Ladies on the couch, one word or one sentence to describe Fresh and Fit. This is where a mic gets in front of the lady's face and they talk.
They said ballsy. They said ballsy.
Yeah, one girl said
Ballsy?
Yeah,
Okay.
We can run through one word each.
Okay, one word each. Go ahead.
Yeah, just pass the ladies. So just pass the mic. Okay, and then just.
Other than ballsy.
Don't be scared. We don't bite.
She's getting it ready now.
Hi. They're
We
very
do live.
One word.
Yeah, they're mind opening.
Okay. Who's next?
Yeah, it's very straightforward, very honest and truthful. I love Fresh and Fit. My husband's here. We watch it together.
There they are.
Shout out to that.
Okay.
Who's up next? Who's up next?
Hey, me.
Yeah.
2 young guys telling the truth, warning guys, and being honest, straightforward, and having fun with it.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
It's okay, ladies. You can tell us how you really feel. Don't suck up just because we're live on air on Valuetainment. Go ahead.
Occasionally accurate information.
Occasionally. Okay.
Occasionally accurate.
No facts. No facts.
A lot of fake news out here.
Occasionally.
Occasionally accurate. Okay.
The intent and the core is there, but some other guests need to get their facts more accurate.
Oh, she means Zerka.
That's their guess, though.
She means Zerka.
You're right. That was my first time on the podcast, and it wasn't the best experience.
Yeah.
Is Zerka here?
Yeah. You guys might meet him today. Who knows? We'll see.
Zerka
Might have a
even here?
surprise for y'all. Yeah.
He might pull up.
Yeah. Okay. Keep
Yeah,
going.
so what I said, ballsy.
Okay. All right.
I think that you can learn a lot from this podcast, and you get different perspectives and different opinions.
Okay.
Uncomfortable truths and W-Riz.
Oh, shit. W-Riz.
I'm going to say outspoken. From what I can tell thus far, you guys definitely don't hold back, so it's very refreshing.
Okay.
BBC.
All right. Who else?
Very direct.
Direct. Okay. Next.
Honest.
All right.
I'm gonna say socially, economically, politically correct, but also incorrect.
How could that those two exist?
I think you guys are correct
Make it
in a
make
lot
sense.
of different ways, but I also think that you guys are missing one whole side of the chapter that you guys don't speak about.
Okay. What are we missing specifically?
The women's perspective.
Okay. From what lens do you mean? Like
Well,
as
I
far as
mean,
like.
this can turn into a whole hour debate itself. I mean, it's...
Well, just to their defense, the women's perspective, there's 30 of you guys, there's 3 of us, so we want your perspective. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, so...
On your
like,
show,
so-
you have dozens of women on the
you're
show.
not going to kick us out.
Absolutely, that's why I said you guys are
No, if you're
politically, socially, and
disrespectful.
economically correct, right? So then I said you guys are also incorrect because the way you badger women on the show, I don't agree with, and I think there's a whole nother side that women have that they can have opportunity to plan like you guys plan. So that's why you guys are correct, but also there's another side.
How do they badger women? I've been on the show 4 times. This will be my 5th. I'm not going to say that because y'all are going to do that weird thing.
I think the
They
fact
don't
that they
badger-
can plan
Hold on,
out
can
their
I finish-
argument-
Can I finish my thought? One moment.
Finish
Thank
it.
you, please. They don't badger women. They sometimes have to put women in their place when they're disrespectful to them or to the rules or to other women on the panel. So let's
No, I
call, let's
totally
call
agree.
A spade,
That's why
let's
they're
call
correct.
a spade, right? Correct?
Okay.
Absolutely, that's why they're
Okay.
correct. But also, there could be an opportunity where women could do the same to them, right? Where there could be
But it's
10
not the
men,
women's show. It's the Fresh and Fit show, and they can have whatever guest on that they want to have on.
and that's why I think they're correct, but also incorrect.
But
Isn't
let's
that my
be-
opinion?
Let's be
and my
realistic
perspective
here.
as a woman.
When you book the show, I know days in advance before I'm going on a show. So, I mean, it's your own problem if you go on and make yourself look like an idiot. And I've watched a lot of women look stupid.
And fair warning, and what I will say is fair thing to Fresh and Fit is every single time before every single show, they literally instruct you how to not make yourself look like an idiot. They literally go through this deep thing of like, don't do this, don't do that, you're gonna look dumb. And girls still do it.
But because women
No,
have
listen, I don't think
self-control.
I don't think anyone looks like an idiot.
Then
I
they
don't
go on
think-
the show and act a fool.
Facts.
And someone was saying something about truth. Women don't speak the truth, so why do you think they would believe the truth?
What I'm saying.
We haven't even officially got it started yet. All right. Last few girls give their opinions, and we're gonna open it back up to Myron and Walt.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
kind of let them like finish what they got
I
to
think
say.
there's balance. I think there's balance. So when I say they're correct and incorrect, I
Sweetheart,
think that's how
pass the
I
mic, please.
It's fine. We'll give her. Don't worry.
She's
We're
gonna get another
yeah,
chance
We're
to
gonna
speak.
we're gonna give you a chance.
We just want to
Don't-
move on.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna just say 2 words: informational and delusional.
That was 3.
So
Using your word against
Are
you.
we the
It was
delusional ones? You
technically
think?
3, actually, but I was
Do you think we're the delusional ones?
We all are.
Okay, everyone.
Well, let me ask you this: how are we delusional? Specifically.
Uh-oh.
Just like women have their delusional moments, so do you guys.
Okay, can you tell us how we're delusional specifically?
Which
I
part?
thought we were trying to like get on with the show.
Nah, okay.
You know what? We're gonna pause the show for 1 second.
Okay.
For you to answer this question.
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna go back as well, but this is just interesting.
Just
how
real
are we
quick,
delusional specifically?
how are Fresh and Fit delusional, if you would?
The facts aren't always checked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, we don't know what you're saying.
Fact,
Please tell us
it's
the
a
facts.
fact.
Also, men are way more logical than women. So if anyone's delusional, it's going to lean more to the women.
True. That's why people are
They
men
got
out
all the
there,
answers.
Like,
Wait, you said that's not true?
No, because there's so many men out there beating the shit out of each other because they can't even talk about their
That's not
feelings.
true. That's just called testosterone.
You don't think
and
so?
driving to prove a point.
When you look at like abuse in relationships, like
Oh,
usually
let's not
there's
get
a lot
into
of
the
men,
stats on who's abusing
or men
who
that's
in
like
relationships.
fighting each other out there because they get really pissed or text
Say
us.
that, is that because you're married to a woman?
I'm not married to a woman.
I'm just saying, a lot of times women go with women because they go with women because they sort of hate men secretly. So that's what
You
they
think
do.
we hate men secretly?
Well, you were kind of just throwing them under the bus. These very nice gentlemen.
No, you were saying that men are not as emotional as women, which
They're
I
not.
completely. So why the fuck do we have so many men out there beating the shit out of each other? Like that's facts. That is true.
Rational thinking is like it's been scientific.
But they're taking it out physically and in anger. So of course they are emotional. Anger is an emotion.
I mean, if you want to use the metric
But
of
it is
violence,
emotional.
if
It
you want to
is
use the metric
emotional.
of violence, I mean, lesbian couples have the highest rates of domestic violence.
Women.
But that does
Women.
not
The thing
mean
is
that
that-
men are not being emotional by being the shit of each
Yeah,
other. Like it does
I'm not
happen.
arguing
we have
that-
to agree that men are emotional because they
No,
are
of course,
being
of course.
emotional.
Men have emotions just like women do. However, when a man is emotional, there's typically consequences to it because it ends in violence or some kind of issue. If men don't control their emotions, you end up with school shooters, terrible people, criminals, etc. But when women, they're allowed to not have to control their emotions, and it's not the
So
same.
they start crying, and that's so much worse than
Women have way more
physical.
They have way more hormones, first of all, that allow them to be mother and have children that have more emotional connection. Men are just naturally more logical. If you're
They're
talking about
that's
violence, that's
absolutely
not a bad
true.
thing always. It's actually a good thing. I'd rather have a man that can beat the shit out of someone than a beta male who just sits there and hands me a credit
And that's
card.
why MLD couldn't defend himself. And
credit card too.
And that's why MLD couldn't defend
Yeah,
himself.
let's
when he
wrap
was
up
on
with
the show.
let's wrap up with the final
And
two
he was
girls.
walking out
Hold on,
crying like a
listen.
bitch.
There's one rule. If the host is speaking, the women shut up. Sorry. So, because I want to get through this, we have a lot to do, and I know there's going to be a lot of catting going on, and we'll let that happen throughout the show. Last two girls, give your opinion on Fresh and Fit, and we'll get back to the show.
Okay, so opportunistic, debatable, educational.
Okay. Opportunistic in which way?
I just mean that you guys give us opportunity to come on here, express ourselves, and to also learn about your perspective as well as learning ours.
So that would make you opportunistic, not us.
How does that make me opportunistic?
Because you literally said, because we give you the opportunity.
But we get what we're trying to say. But yeah. That would mean that, yeah.
Potato.
All right, last one.
What's up, guys? From my experience, I feel like you guys are caring from the situations I had. And also, I feel like you guys are easily impressionable. And resilient. I'll say that too. Every battle and war, y'all just somehow come out still. But y'all are very impressionable.
She gave the most bipolar answer ever. She's like, I love you, but I hate you too.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate you, Myron, but I love you. I want to.
Well, I was going to go back.
Yeah.
So you said you don't like us. Why specifically?
Because I think in a podcast, everybody can share their opinions. And if you don't like it, you can respect.
But
that's it.
Isn't it fair that an opinion can still be incorrect?
Depends. Who is the owner of the truth? You are the owner of the truth?
No, but the thing
Nobody
is
is the owner of the truth.
It's his podcast.
Here's the thing. If I say something that's true or someone else says something that's true, it doesn't mean that I own the truth. It's just that I'm reporting the truth. The truth always stands. But opinions don't necessarily always stand unless it is the truth.
Opinions are opinions.
But opinions can be incorrect.
Yes.
And I think that's the problem, is that so many women think that their opinions are valid regardless of how ludicrous they might sound.
Right.
But we don't tell women, like, you're wrong because we want to fuck them.
Right.
That's the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, women don't get negative feedback for being wrong or for poor actions, poor decisions. Rarely, if ever, because we have an entire industry that's predicated on selling to women. So advertisers understand this. It's better to give women comforting lies versus harsh truths. That's how they sell. That's why women control 3/4 of the debt and 80% of the consumer base.
Or that's why there's plus-size women on Sports Illustrated. I just said it. Yes, I did.
For example,
look at the ratio.
For example, when I was in your podcast, I said that for me is really important in a man that be spiritual, and you funny about me in your podcast, you know? If for you, if this is not important, for me it's important, and you don't respect.
Being what, spiritual?
That's why I say you have to respect other opinions. Because if for you, a high value man don't need to be spiritual, for me a high value man
Can you explain what you mean by spiritual?
In the podcast you say you funny about me because my answer. That's why I say I don't like it, because you doesn't respect another opinion.
Was that me or John? I think you're talking about John with the spirituality.
Yeah, but
thing.
it's context because, for example, you say spiritual, but the end of the be all is ultimately you have to have some money.
Yeah, what do you mean by spiritual? Are you talking like Aries signs and stuff?
So, a good habit, meditation, healthy lifestyle, you know? And when I were talking about that, for you, this is not a high value man. I told you, for you, a high value man is only to have a good position, a good job, or a good money, or a company, you know? But for me, two things are very important. But for you, this is incorrect, you know? That's why I
only
say
women
I don't
get the
like
privilege. Only women get the privilege of, you know, prioritizing spirituality in the hierarchy of being successful, because you guys aren't judged on what you create. You can say some bullshit like I'm an Aries or I'm a Gemini and use that to excuse poor behavior. If I'm a bum and I say I'm an Aquarius, they're gonna laugh at me and I'm not gonna be taken seriously.
Right.
That's the truth.
That's
like
true.
men don't have the same ability to be delusional that women can. Women have the privilege of saying I'm spiritual. Like as a man, if you say you're spiritual, that's cool, assuming you're somebody first. So you gotta live in reality, then choose
Like
to go
Russell
into that
Brand.
realm.
He's
But
cool because he makes money and he's spiritual.
the point is that you gotta live in reality first, and then decide if you want to go the spiritual route. As a woman, you don't have to. You can just be in the spiritual world all the time and use horoscopes and all this other stuff.
But for me, the man can have two. But, for example, you are a successful...
You're missing a big point, though.
You are a successful guy with your company or your business. I don't know what you do. But...
You're on the show.
What do you mean you don't know what he does? You're on the show right now.
It's example. I don't want to unrespect you. This is example.
Myron, what do you do again?
What do you do, Myron?
What is it that you do exactly?
Whose podcast is this?
Okay.
I'm confused.
7-Eleven.
Guys,
7-Eleven.
everybody hold hands real quick.
I don't even gotta say
Spirits-
things sometimes.
The spirits are with us.
Yeah.
Everybody
My
hold
point
hands.
is
It's all
you
good.
can have
Let's get back to my question. Okay.
I had one more.
Yeah, go.
One more. And then you said harmful. Why harmful?
Because I don't think that you guys' reality is the real reality outside out of this Miami City and the podcast itself.
What specifically?
I don't think that the advice that you guys are giving is, or some advice is good. Some advice like getting your shit together, like getting a job, working hard, working out, those things are great. But when it comes to relationship advice, I don't agree.
Okay, what do you disagree with specifically?
What I disagree with specifically, I don't think that trying to build up men by very, very shallow things like getting money or having that car or having this sort of image.
But you just
and
said a
never
second
showing
ago
any
that building
emotion.
yourself up is good.
Yeah, it is for yourself, but not for just attracting other people out there. Because in that case, let's say that you lose all those things, there's just no way that your partner in that case is going to stay with you. She should be with you for you and your interest and
Melina,
your
if
hobbies and
you're
everything that
married
you
to
are.
Destiny, shout out to Destiny. If Destiny was broke and 300 pounds, would you be in love with him
I
and
would
married
be
with him?
in love with him, yes.
Bullshit.
I mean, you could say that,
Stop.
but I mean, I'm being
Stop
honest. No, I'm fully honest with you.
I'm not saying
Yes.
that if he lost his money now and something happened to him now, you'd stick by your man. Respect, right?
Yes, yeah,
I'm
because I
saying
love
if
him
you
for the
met
things that's not the
Destiny-
shallow things, and
I'm
that's
saying
what
if
I
you
think
met
you guys
Destiny-
should. I think you guys
Answer the
should try to
question. Here it
build
is.
up
Stop the
people
cap.
in that way. Yeah.
If you met Destiny and he was 300 pounds and he had 0 subscribers on YouTube and he's like, I'm going to be a gamer, you would have not given him a second chance.
Of course I would. Because there
anybody believe her at this point?
There are things. I like him for his
You're so
opinions.
pretty,
I like
but
him for
you're
the way
capping,
he is,
beautiful,
his
like-
humor.
Okay.
I like him for his intelligence. That's the things that I love him for.
So does
And-
intelligence pay the bills? Intelligence and his heart?
Because it's you, it's the
But
personality.
that's
it's
what
not your
pays the bills.
It's not your money.
So if you're homeless and you have no car and no house, nothing to feed the kids, I don't know if you have any.
Why do you want
but
to
you're
go
gonna
to
be
like the most extreme examples?
Because
I'm
this
telling you
is,
that.
it's not extreme.
Wait,
This
are you going to argue
Could
for like
happen,
what
though.
I'm attracted to? I'm not attracted to people that have cars and money. That's not what I'm attracted to. Because people like you who are only attracted to those things, you would ditch your guy right away.
My guy
Of
makes
course you
less
would.
than me,
But
way less
why
than
in that
me.
case? Yeah, but why the fuck are you arguing and saying that I would leave in that case if you're the same as
Women
me?
look for men that have resources that can be present.
But clearly
provide,
you don't.
protect.
You just told me that you're not, right?
I'm an anomaly, darling.
Yo, so you're gonna tell me how I feel?
Okay, I understand
what?
where you're coming from. You're saying like the cars and the money, whatever. Cool. That might not be as attractive to you, but it's important, right, for the guy to have it.
To have stability and like your confidence
because
within you. Yes, I do agree with those.
The thing that women never want to admit is that, and I've said this a million times, you know, all girls are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel.
Yep.
And what I mean by that, right, is you got the girl that says, I want ambition or I want drive, blah, 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 which is code term for the ability to procure resources for a later time for me. Or there's some girls that are overt about it. I got a big shovel, I need a guy that's a millionaire, etc., because I make money or I deserve it. So yes, you can sit here and say, I like him for him, but the thing is this, women typically just end at 10, but they don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The man has to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he's not gonna get to 10 and even be seen unless he has certain prerequisites. Only women are loved under the condition that they provide no value. Men must provide value.
I don't.
That's just how it is.
I think that's how it is in Miami, yes. And like cities like this.
Okay. It's not just Miami. Here's the thing. Okay, you know what? Let's go with that.
I probably lived in more countries and cities
let's go
than
with
most
that.
of you guys.
So Miami?
I have a lot of,
So here in Miami, it's celebrated to have a big shovel and be overt about it. Okay? Maybe I go to Nebraska, whatever, and they have smaller shovels, but it does not change the fact that women still
I don't
want a
think
man
that's true.
that
it
can
seems
provide
like
resources.
People are dating within their area, job.
Okay, how about this?
School.
I've lived all
Ladies,
over the world. and
ladies,
it's the
real
same
quick.
Shit everywhere.
How important is it for your man to actually not only just be financially stable, to be successful and have money? Go ahead.
On some level, yes.
For me, it's
Do
important.
not go on
for
a
sure.
diatribe. Just give the answer, please.
It's
How
important,
important?
but
Yeah.
how you say is not the only thing that attracts to me.
Okay.
You know.
So, but the key here is that they're not even going to give him a chance. There's plenty of smart, cool homeless guys out there,
No
but they're
homeless.
invisible.
Right.
So it's
no
like
homeless, but
Exactly.
don't
Like,
have to be rich like you. Can be a normal guy.
Okay. You'll date a normal guy?
Yeah.
Miss Entrepreneur?
Yeah.
5'8".
Yeah,
50,
he's a normal guy.
37 to 50K
He's
per
not
year.
rich like you.
How
and
about
I can
this?
date him.
Would any of you ladies...
Wait, so you'll date a guy that makes less money than you?
Say it again.
You'll date a guy that makes less money than you and has lower status than you?
We are the same.
No, no.
Okay.
Oh.
Would any of you ladies date a guy who makes significantly less than you?
No. Yeah. No.
You would?
No. I mean, I have.
You would
been
not?
Really tall and
Would
had
you?
a huge
Hold
dick,
on. Would you?
No.
Would you?
Significantly less.
As long as he can protect and provide and I can support him, then the money doesn't matter as much. However, with that, typically to protect and provide, you need to make a certain amount.
Okay.
Correct.
Janelle, would you?
I mean, I have, like I said, but he was 6'8" with a huge dick, and so there's an exception.
All right.
I mean, but I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
honestly, if he was not 6'8"
Going it
and
on.
didn't have the biggest dick ever, I would say no, thank you, sir. You need to have some money and be
Okay.
successful.
And you also got to remember, no disrespect, she's a little bit older. So when you're older as a woman, you have to make concessions on what you're demanding.
Gotcha.
You can't demand as much as you get older.
Yeah. Right.
Unfortunately for women.
Fair
So
enough.
I get what you're saying. You're saying
The demands
not all women are
change.
like that, blah blah blah. But the reality is,
Majority. I
all
think
women are
there,
attracted
I think there's
to
better things
more
to tell.
status,
There's
more
better
money,
advice. I think
more
there's better
strength.
So you're saying, for example, Destiny, not the fame, not the cars, it's the identity of who he is
Yes,
as a man.
his passions, his personality.
But would you
his
admit
intelligence.
as well
We
that
can talk about
to
it.
get
The
to that level,
chemistry, the chemistry,
you need to
yeah.
work on yourself
Hmm?
as a man? So
What do you
his
say?
identity that you love, right? He had to work on it as a man.
Or like the chemistry we have, the intelligence that he has, the passions, the humor, all of those things. Not like how much money he's making. I don't care about that.
But those
Yeah,
things
yeah,
are really
but it does play a part, though.
and hard work. That's what I was gonna say. There's a difference between a guy who was like became a millionaire from inheriting it, or maybe he was just like a rich boy, versus someone who worked for it. Because those character traits they needed to exemplify in order to get that is someone who's a real man. Like that's why that is attractive. Not so much the money, but what they needed to build themselves into in order to achieve that. That's what's attractive.
100%. No
So ultimately,
entitlement.
he became the man that you love because he had to go through hardships and became successful over time. So those character traits that you
It's
saying
not about
earlier.
the success. It's like I would say the success of his passions.
You're missing
like
the
things
point.
that he.
Yeah,
things
but at
that
some
he loves
point, if
to
he
do,
lived in his
the things that
parents'
he's interested
basement, I
in.
don't care how smart he is, you're not going to
Yeah,
accept
but in
that.
that case, you clearly have like a problem that you're not like you're in that case depressed or something. You don't have a drive in your life. Like you're not
Correct.
doing
So
anything.
that would be unattractive
But it
to
doesn't
you.
mean that someone it doesn't mean that you need to make millions. Like, it doesn't mean that at all. Just like if
I
you have
mean,
a
the
passion
reality is you
and
left
have
the
some
guy
sort
that
of
you were with
stability in your
before
life, then I
for
think it's great.
Destiny
This is
because
what I
Destiny
like.
had more status, he had more clout. If we're gonna be all the way 1,000 here,
Myron,
this is what I mean.
Myron,
This is what I mean when women
Myron.
say like, and I need the audience to really like understand this, right? Like, besides like looking at the girls and be like, oh my god, blah blah blah. I think men need to really, really understand and drill this in their head that women are going to say things that are politically correct to kind of
Myron,
massage
you don't believe
and
me?
or
You're just
conceal.
not. Is there anything I could say to
talking.
change your
Melina,
mind?
let him
Well,
talk.
I was talking too.
Yeah, like my point is this: like, women are going to say certain things, but they're going to do opposite things. Because if women were honest about the way that they actually mate select, it would be very bad and make them look very poor and like terrible people. Because women typically do monkey branch to better guys, and your own mating practices have proven what I'm saying, that you went to a better guy that you had, and you did it overtly on a camera. Let's be honest here. If we're going to be 1,000.
So there's absolutely nothing that I could say to change your mind to believe what I actually feel.
But what I'm saying is that Destiny was able to take you from that male because he was better in some
Not
regard.
because of his money and not because of his success.
He had more potential. Remember I said the whole shovel thing? Maybe he had a smaller shovel at that point, or you had a smaller shovel at that point, but you saw the potential and you're like, you know what? I can invest with this guy.
That's not how I felt at all, though.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree. All right, so Myron.
That's fine.
Well, we're just getting this thing
Say
started.
one thing, but they do another.
I mean, you
So
can
Myron,
tell me over and over again how I feel. I'm telling you the truth. Do you want to believe it or not?
No, I'm going off your actions and how you feel, because feelings change, but the actions are there.
So.
Hold on. Melina,
Yeah?
question for you.
Yeah.
Does Destiny fulfill you?
Yeah, of course.
So then, hold on. So then, why is it open?
Because we like to fuck around.
So he doesn't then?
I like women. Gotcha, bitch. He doesn't have a pussy. Sadly, he's not a woman.
It's very psychologically.
He's not a woman, and I
they
like
have
women.
an open relationship.
Yep.
Your husband
Okay.
and yourself, it's 100%
You
open.
can try to put on your insecurities out there, that's fine, but I mean, you
Nah,
don't have
it's
to
not.
start talking about him.
It's crazy because he doesn't say the same about you though, but you attack him like that. Why?
I mean, open relationships are your women not enough for you, or because
was
you
your
have
question?
a one-sided open relationship, right?
Usually when women get defensive, they
Because you
attack you
said,
right away, but
right,
you never do the same.
that you left him for him.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But if you did, why go somewhere else?
Get a fresh.
Well, why do you fuck other women?
No, because I want to, but you.
You're not.
You
Yeah,
said,
because I want to.
No, you said earlier.
Does that mean that you don't
he
love your women?
fulfills you.
Does that mean
so
you
then
don't
you're,
love your
You're
partner?
satisfied, right?
Does that mean that you don't love your partner because you go fucking other people?
For you, yeah.
No, for you. I'm
No,
asking
not for
you.
me, for you.
Yeah, I'm the same as you.
Because you said you're fulfilled.
I'm literally the same as you.
You said you're fulfilled.
I'm the same logic.
And I'm confused.
Can you understand that?
I definitely do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Women
Yeah, of
always
course
have
I
a
do.
double standard.
I don't know.
How is it a double standard when I have an open relationship? He also has an open relationship. So I don't understand. We're just pointing like the fucking Spider-Mans right
And
now.
real quick, it's like, yes, maybe open relationships are unproductive for most of society, but we can't deny that individualism exists. And there are certain people who are happy in their certain setup, and maybe that has nothing to do with anyone else. Is
Just
that the
like you and
majority?
me.
No,
We're both
probably
happy.
not. But that still exists. We can't deny that doesn't exist, and it's like impossible. You know what I mean? So no one can really speak on Melina and Destiny's relationship except them. Ultimately.
I mean, we can because she came.
I
on
mean,
a
you can
panel
make your
for us.
assertions, but you can never actually say whether they're truly happy or not. We can make general assertions about whether or not an open relationship is going to be better or not for a relationship.
Do you guys fuck?
No, we do not at all. I would
You trying to
never
set
wanna
that
be
up? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to set that up? All right.
Amy disagrees with
I would
most things that
personally
I have,
never want
okay?
to be in an open relationship. That would fuck me up mentally.
And I would never
For
tell
some
anyone to be in an
people,
open
it's gonna be
relationship
different.
either.
Everyone
I mean-
has a different experience.
I mean, if we're gonna keep it 1,000, and I'm not talking about Destiny and her relationship, but in general.
We can talk about that
That's
all
what
night.
I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying in general, most women, if they truly love their man, other men are invisible to them.
But it's the
That's
same
just
thing
how
for
it
you
is.
in that case too. That's true.
They wouldn't even, like, they're closed on their end at all times if they truly love, admire, and respect their man.
But that's why I asked you, does
Yeah,
he
but do you
actually
not love
fulfill
your
you?
partners
You
in
said
that
yes.
case? Do you not love your partners?
Huh?
You don't love your partners, like your girlfriends. You have several girlfriends, right? Or do you have one? Yeah, do you love them? Do you love your girlfriends? Ooh,
Gentlemen?
I can hear them right now be crying out there, okay?
Here's the thing.
This
Here's
is
the
not
thing.
a good thing.
Here's the thing. I have love for women, but I'm not gonna fall in love with women.
Why is that? It's
Because-
you fall in love with your bros?
No, because when you fall in love, that's when you start to become more emotional, more erratic. you want to have love for women but never fall in love.
What is the
because
point
once
of
you
a
fall in
relationship
love,
if you're not?
once you fall in love, you lose your ability to be a deductive problem solver.
Love and monogamy is a new concept.
As a guy,
by
you
the
have
way.
to constantly be in a leadership role. When you're in a leadership role, you can't afford to let emotions come in, which is a temporary feeling, to make permanent solutions.
It sounds like
which-
you're scared of showing your woman who you truly are in that case.
Well, here's the thing, in an ideal world, right, it'd be great to be able to open up and be emotional and get in my feelings, but
So
women
why
don't
not
respect
find
that.
that woman? No,
no,
there
women
are
don't
women
respect
out there
that.
that do respect
Very
that.
few-
Not
very
in Miami,
few.
but they are out there. I promise you.
They
No, no.
are
They're
out there.
They're Miami too, by the way.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Next question. Here's the deal.
So obsolete, it doesn't exist.
Myron.
Yeah.
So funny. How we all feeling out there, by the way? Make some noise. We got Big Mo in the house. I see you, Mo.
Yo.
Respect to, how much weight has Mo lost since he's been working with you guys?
Mo, you got a mic over there?
No, but 102.
Hey!
Respect to you.
When we met him,
By the way, we've got Chris over here. Shout out to Chris. We got Natalia over here. She's managing the chats. Okay. Natalia, what's the chat talking about right now? Are we reading super chats at some point?
Yes, we'll be reading super chats. I think we agreed on 20 and up. So I'll be reading them, going through them for everyone. But thank you all for tuning in today. Make sure you guys subscribe to Fresh and Fit, Valuetainment, do all that fun stuff. Because as you can see, it's getting spicy and we haven't even touched topics yet.
Yeah. That's the topic. So Nat's going to be managing the chat, reading all the super chats. Repeat all the super chats that are above what number at this point?
20.
20 and above.
Adam, we should have live super chats with them.
We should have what?
Live super chats.
Oh, we're going to. At the end, we're going to be doing Q&A. At the end, get your questions ready. Live super chats at the end of the show.
Good.
Thank you. You guys get clap it up for Walt for bringing that up. We'll do that. Next question for Myron. So if you guys did not know, trigger warning, Myron wrote a little book. The book is called what?
Why Women Deserve Less. Oh,
Yes, sir. We got a lot of guys. Hopefully these guys can all get their copies signed.
Absolutely.
But the book is called Why Women Deserve Less, okay? The book title almost writes the question. So why do women deserve less?
Well, we live in a world nowadays where chivalry is punished, and I've always said, Dave Chappelle famously said chivalry is dead and women killed it. And the thing is that women have to earn chivalry nowadays versus just expecting it, because women are not equal to men, and chivalry in itself practices inequality. So what I tell guys is, I'm not telling you to treat women poorly or treat them like subhuman or something like that. What I am saying is that in the romantic pursuit of women, it needs to be reciprocal. The problem is that a lot of guys go into a relationship, deal with a woman, and there's not reciprocated value. They're the ones pursuing, they're the ones investing, and the girl isn't investing. It needs to be where she's investing. If anything, I argue women need to invest more in the man than you invest the other way.
Right. Yep.
But that's why I wrote the book, because so many guys don't understand this concept that you can't date like it's 1951 anymore. You need to date like it's 2023.
So Walt, I know that you were sort of the ghostwriter of the book. Everybody knows it was all Walt.
Yeah, that's funny.
So Fresh, when Myron came to you with this title, Why Women Deserve Less, what were your thoughts when he's like, I got it?
Of course I'm going to say, bro, are you serious? But at the same time, I get what he's doing. The title is very triggering, of course, but the message inside, men need to hear it, because once again, men, when they meet a woman for the first time, they go Google Gaga, love bomb, and go crazy, right? But ultimately, does the woman really want them? And is it showing the same value that she's giving back to him? For the most part, no.
So I'm going to make a bold statement here, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that women in general, we like how they look. Yeah. Pretty women, guys like pretty women. This is no secret. Yeah. Clap it up for the women on the panel. All right, they all look good. Okay, so guys like pretty women. That's not a secret. I think that's the tale as old as time. Guys like pretty women. You've actually said that a woman's primary value is 100% tied to their looks.
Absolutely.
I believe we have a clip here.
If you're ugly and rich as a woman, no one cares.
Right. Yes.
Oprah.
Yeah. I would rather be with a broke, beautiful girl than an ugly, rich girl any day of the week.
Facts.
So, Nat, let's play this clip and I'll have a conversation on the other side. This is Myron spitting some hard truth to women.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. It's a daytime show, so you already know what time it is.
The women want to accept it or not.
they know deep down their value is 1,000% derived from the way they look. I'm going to say that one more time for you guys, all right? Because I know I might have some feminists or some other career women that might, that's not true, Myron, that's not true. Okay. Women's value is 100% determined by the way that they look, okay? That is their primary agency. Everything else comes after, okay? So women know deep down that their looks define their value. There's a reason why they take care of what, they wear makeup, they wear their hair down, whatever it is, they wear sexy dresses when they go out, whatever it is, and why the makeup industry, regardless of how bad the economy is doing, never goes down. Also, hair salons, nail salons, clothing stores, etc. There's a reason why women are 80% of the consumer base and they spend a lot of their expendable income on making themselves look better. Why? Because they know that their value is determined by the way they look. Whether women want to accept it or not.
Cool, thank you. So, fully agree. I would say that my favorite two things about a woman are their outer beauty and inner beauty.
Yeah.
Right? Because we all know we live in Miami, where there's a lot of pretty girls, models out here. Beautiful on the outside, disgusting on the inside.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. Maybe when I was 16, 18, 21, that was acceptable to me. Now at this phase of my life, if you're ugly on the inside, Frank Castle that ass. So,
you got a man, like, women only respect you when you're willing to kick them out.
Yes. After looks, what would you say are the most important qualities a woman must have?
She must be coachable. And what I mean by that is she's got to be willing to shut up and take orders, right? She's got to be, like, by your side at all times. And I always say, like, the best girlfriend is damn near your assistant. She makes your life easier. If you're operating at 98%, she gives you that extra 2 to 3% to get that extra percentile to go to 100, 101. Like, that's what a girl does. She stands behind you and helps you out and makes you better. Because as you grow as a man and you become better, she directly benefits from that. But when it's the other way around, she looks for a better man. That's why I always argue women can't be in leadership roles. Because when she's in a leadership role, she's going to look to other men. Because women aren't natural-born leaders. So that's what it is. She's got to be coachable. Once she meets that attraction threshold, right? Then from that point forward, she's got to be coachable. Because from there, you mold her and make her a better woman. I know, oh my God, misogyny. But the reality is, women want a guy that's dominant, that's going to make her the best woman she could be for him.
So
I think that it's not coachable. I think that the woman is willing to do it without being coached.
I'm okay with coachable. I'm an athlete.
No, it's like coachable means
willing. That's literally what it means in the definition.
A man doesn't need to tell me, hey, help me to do this. It's like I'm willing to do it because we're a team.
I think you're just.
So I feel like it's not just coachable. It's just willing to help.
That's
the
what
guy.
coachable means.
Are you a mind reader though?
Huh?
Are you a mind reader?
A Miami girl? No, I'm
No,
from Venezuela.
Are you a mind reader? Can you read someone's
Hell
mind?
no.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that the man has to tell you what he needs so that you understand?
No, but it's willing to help. And whatever you're doing. Like you have a business, hey, do you need help with something? Okay.
Yeah.
I think the word's just stressing you out.
And you said a team, and a team, there's always a coach that coaches the team. So
Right.
there has to be one leader. Women and men are not equal in a relationship.
Just bring up the definition of coachable. It will be solved. We're fine.
Ladies.
It's just helping each other, though.
Yeah, the point is that he has to tell you what to do so you know, because obviously you're not a mind reader. And I argue this: if the woman doesn't know or she doesn't have the proper guidance, that's the man's fault.
Right.
It's not the woman's fault. As a leader, you take the responsibility and you bear the brunt of it, but you need someone coachable if you're going to go ahead and take the responsibility for your authority.
Okay, I understand your perspective now.
Go ahead.
Maybe we can say that she takes initiative.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, she can take initiative, but at the end of the way,
orders is kind of a lot. You can maybe inspire.
Here, there's going to be certain times though where I'm going to need to tell you something and I don't have to explain myself. And I think women need to be able to take orders from a man. Hey, I need you to do this. Hey, do this, blah, blah, blah. And the thing with women is that a lot of the times they're more concerned with how information is conveyed versus the information being conveyed. If we're at a location, right, and I see something popping off that might put us in danger, I'm not going to sit there and be like, let me inspire you to be safe. I'm going to say, get the fuck out of here right now. Some shit's going down. Get out of here, right? But that's important because when in times of danger, whatever, you need to be able to communicate directly. I'm not going to sit here and coddle your feelings and be like, hey, I think something's going on here. let me inspire you to like, duck because I think they're gonna start shooting or whatever. Like, just get the fuck out of here. Leave. Like, and I'm not gonna explain myself because that's a waste of time. So women need to be able to take direct and concise orders sometimes from their men. But I'm gonna put a burnout performance on the men. He needs to be in a position where she respects him and she's able to do things without asking questions. When your girl's asking you questions, that's a very telltale sign that she's not sure of your leadership qualities.
Let me ask you a follow-up question on this. So this has to do with dealing with men versus dealing with women. So we run Valuetainment around here. Anytime that I want to go tell some of the guys, hey, need you to do this. Hey, listen, it's raining out. We're going to need some towels. We're going to need some umbrellas. Hey, for the most part, the guy's like, all right, on it. Now, sometimes when I talk to women, this is whether it's at Valuetainment, whether it's any place else, I'm like, hey, need you to do this. They will say things like, can you talk nicer to me when you do this?
Yes.
Can you say that a little bit nicer? I didn't like the way you made me feel. So me, as a leader, as someone that's trying to steer the ship, I have to be cognizant of like, oh fuck, time for me to talk to the girl. Let me be nicer, and then approach that a different way, which comes foreign to me. Like it's not like I wish I could be like, hey baby girl, clean that up, boom 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 boom. I'm like, all right, keep it moving. I wish I could do that way, but I've realized that the way that I can speak to men is different than how I speak to women. And that's just, the ladies on the panel are sort of nodding. So how do you distinguish that? Meaning like, we're 100% on the same page. It's raining outside. Go get some fucking umbrellas. I don't need to be like, so it'd be really nice of you if you could get an umbrella. Like, I don't want to have to do that, but I find myself having to do it. So how do you deal with that whether it's business, personal relationships? Like, how do you understand that when
obviously
when
the workplace
asking?
is going to be different than an intimate relationship, right? But there's some things that overlap and some things that don't. With your girl, you don't explain yourself. Hey, this is what it is. I don't negotiate with women. I don't negotiate with terrorists. This is what it is. In a workplace, obviously.
Got you saying. So your relationship is separate than work. Got it. I see what you're saying.
Like there's some things that overlap, but in general, like you don't sit there and negotiate with your girl because that implies that you guys are equal. And you are not.
Wait, can I ask a question? I'm really curious. So if you go on a date with a girl and she asks you, what kind of marriage do you want with someone in the future? How do you pitch that? Like, how do you pitch your marriage to look like? Is that what you say to them?
I tell them you're going to have to share me with 3 others.
And just like, be my bang maid?
Huh?
I want a bang maid.
I'm cool with that.
You would just say like, I want a bang maid, pretty much.
Say it one more time.
You would just want to have a bang maid.
A
You want an assistant, bang, like fucking. You want to fuck someone that assists you. That's your partnership.
I love how that's what the only piece of
that's what it
you got
seems
from
like
that.
to me. Or you can explain it.
Well, the thing is, I understand that as a man, I need to have the leverage, I need to be the leader, I need to be the dominant for her to actually respect me and want to be with me and submit to me. So knowing this, I have to have certain mannerisms and behaviors that stay congruent to that. So the thing that women are really good at detecting is incongruencies. If I purport myself to be a certain way, and then after a while she realizes this guy is kind of a pussy, blah, 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 that's gonna make her get turned off even faster. Because now she sees, okay, this guy isn't for real. So you gotta be 10 toes down with females all the time.
So you're doing it because you want her to feel like she's under you, pretty much. So that's why you're giving her orders?
What?
Like, because you're above her, right? You're the
who
one
said
giving
that?
direction. You're the leader, so she's above or under.
Well, that's just how it is. I mean, if you're a leader, someone has to be a subordinate to you.
So it's not like you actually need an assistant. It's more that you just need to make her feel like she is.
No,
for her to stay.
Here's
so
the
she
thing.
feels trapped, like she can't do anything else.
No one's putting a gun to her head saying, hey, you have to stay with me.
Yeah.
She could choose to leave at any time.
Okay.
The thing is that when you are that guy, she's not going to go anywhere because she knows that she could be replaced. Women typically get in line when you have other women in line. You'd be surprised at how being in your frame, women will go ahead and follow you.
Do you think that sounds healthy? Or does it sound a little toxic?
Well, they wouldn't be in a relationship with him if it wasn't healthy.
I don't think most women
They
in
didn't
here
like
would
it.
want
They
to
wouldn't
be
be there.
that, to just feel like a constant stress of being replaced. Do you guys want to be replaced? Like, feel like replacement is a thing in your relationships?
I get replaced.
Most women are not in open relationship. That is absolutely not true.
Most the stats show. I know a lot of
There's no stats that shows that most people are in an open relationship.
Let me talk, bro, please. Most women are in open relationships. They just don't know it because he's stepping out. At least Myron is honest enough. Hold on. Is honest enough to say.
They don't know, so she's cheating.
Hold on.
Can you let me talk?
Can I freaking say a word? Shiva. Like, is honest enough to say, hey, you're going to be one of 3. yes or no? And they're going to say yes, because they know what type of value he is, what type of man he comes to the table with. He's being present, providing, protecting.
Here's the thing. Most women are going to leave.
Let me ask the audience a question.
Let
me ask the audience a question.
Melina, not going to be in
Melina,
Adam.
I might Frank Castle you at this point. Like, I might do it.
Really?
You can talk when you're talking, but when I'm going to talk and ask the question to our awesome audience here is when you go on mute. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for yourself real quick. Show of hands if you're married in the audience. Show of hands. Okay, very few.
Stupid.
Okay. we got cameras on the audience. Show of hands if you're currently in a relationship. Okay.
Stupid.
So half the audience. Show of hands if you're single. Okay. Oh. Now, for all the single dudes out there, raise your hand if you want a girlfriend or a wife or a girl in your life. Show of hands. Okay, so the most of you want a girl in your life. Show of hands if you want to do the Myron approach and have multiple wives. Okay. Now,
Most men can't do that.
Okay.
But they want
How
that.
realistic is it for these guys to actually have multiple wives?
I mean, to have multiple girls is very difficult. But again, if you're on your purpose and you got your shit together and you're that guy, women will share you. And they won't feel like they're being entrapped or they're being held or whatever, because they know, okay, if I'm not, and here's the other reason too why having multiple women is so important. People only behave, right? Okay, so respect, and necessary ingredient for respect is fear. So for respect to exist, fear must come first. And women have to fear, not you physically, but fear you leaving her. And that fear is stimulated by other women being around that could take her place at any time. If you look at someone like a Dan Bilzerian, you look at a playboy like Hugh Hefner, you look at the Tate brothers, right? They have a bunch of women around. And unfortunately for women, and this is one of the unflattering things about female nature, women operate the best when they know that they can be replaced, and women are super attracted to pre-selection. This isn't even my opinion, this is a biological fact. They've done this with chimpanzees, which are the closest to human beings. When they had one male chimp and no bitches, he got no bitches. When he had two female chimps with him, the other female chimps came to him. So women would prefer to share a higher status man, primate, whatever you want to call it, than have a loser all to herself. Most girls will say, I'd rather be single than settle down with a regular guy. And I would argue that social media, dating apps, etc., has heightened this to another degree. But go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
No, because I know you're trying to say something
multiple
before.
Wives. That sounds great.
No, but there's a purpose for it, like being able to have multiple women. Because
I mean, I don't think there's any stats out there that's saying that the open relationship one-sided and the marriages are the ones that last the longest. I don't think that's. I don't think that's true.
But there is a multitude of data that demonstrates that women are hardwired to be attracted to men that are pre-selected.
I think women are attracted to people that are passionate.
No, you are, sweetie. That's for you.
Okay,
and I think it's important to know that
let's go with that. Yeah, they're attracted to men that are passionate, but you're missing.
You agree with that?
Yeah. But see, again, women end at 10. They don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That guy can be passionate, fantastic, if he's tall, if he's charming, if he has the money together, he's in shape, he's good looking, he has a nice smile, he's funny, her mom likes him. Like, all these things need to be checked, and women always forget like how many check boxes they really have. You don't give a shit about his passion or his personality or his charm unless he meets certain prerequisites first.
That's correct.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, the way that you're painting this picture about him, of that he's holding a gun to these girls' head and forcing them to do this, that they don't want to do it. I mean, I think you really have to understand the reality is if they didn't want to be there, they wouldn't.
That's not really how it works. Like, you can manipulate and say things to make people feel like they want to stay. Have you ever heard of cycle of abuse? Have you ever heard of cycle of abuse?
I mean,
let her finish her point. Go ahead.
Listening to you talk thus far, I think you're delusional. But I mean,
tell me why.
Why?
She's going to.
You're telling him how his girlfriends think. When, if you don't know them and you don't know the relationship, I mean, weren't you just annoyed that they were trying to tell you about your relationship? Weren't you arguing with him?
Well, I'm not telling you. I'm asking him questions so I can understand what he's saying. That's what it is.
And
he's speaking. I'm not arguing against you.
And then you keep countering back.
Well, I don't think that the things that he's saying applies to everyone. I don't think it does. And I don't think you can say that either.
Maybe it doesn't apply to you, but it works for him, and it works
for
his
him.
girlfriend.
Yeah, he does whatever he wants. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like generalizing everyone this way is not. It's not reality.
But it is for a lot of people.
Hold on.
There for some, but it's not like the best advice that you can give out there. There are other advice. Like if he says like humor, charming, those sort of things, I do agree with.
Melina, you gotta understand that the world operates.
Thank you.
Press in the back.
Go ahead, Myron.
No, you're Chris. So let me just because a lot of women have a point of contention with the way that I do things, and you gotta understand like my dating practices and how I move with women. There's typically like some type of logical or statistical reason why I do what I do, and the reason why I have multiple women is because it's a fact that women are attracted to pre-selection, and it just works that way. You know what I mean? And there's a bunch of other benefits as well, but it keeps the women aroused, which I think is a very important component.
I think it can work for some people, but I don't think it works for normal people.
I mean, you have to be able to support all those women. I mean, he
I
can have 4 wives
don't
because
think
he can
that many
support
people
4.
are getting wet by the idea of their man cheating on them. I don't think so. I think most
But
of them are going
it doesn't
to leave.
refute the fact that women
But your
still
man
prefer,
cheats on you. What are you talking about?
men that are
I don't think most
pre-selected.
women. Yeah, but I'm a special one. I get turned on. I am actually a cuck, so I do get turned on by this.
Okay.
But I know that most people
Gotcha.
don't. So I'm speaking for those people.
By the way, speaking of, the famous phrase, men lead, women follow. Yeah. Right? Is that rational male?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to that. Ladies, real quickly, do you want to lead the relationship or do you want your man to lead the relationship? Let's start with you up there.
Definitely lead.
You want to lead?
No, I want my man to lead.
You want your man to lead?
1,000,000%.
Okay. What about you?
Absolutely.
I want a man to lead.
Okay. Gigi?
Definitely a man to lead.
Definitely a man.
In the relationship, both. In bed, I'll have him lead.
Okay. So in the relationship, who has to...
I don't think. I mean.
Who's driving the car in the relationship? Who's in the navigator
We take
seat?
turns.
Okay. All right. Buyer beware. Kato?
The man.
The man should lead. Okay. Melina?
Both different ways.
Both different ways. How about you?
Man should lead.
The man should lead?
Yeah.
Maria?
The man should lead, but emotionally, the woman.
Okay.
Wait. The man.
The man?
I'm so like.
Can we make sure her mic's on? Janelle? Jorge? Okay. Yeah. Who should
It's
lead?
on?
Yeah.
It's on?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously the man. But this notion, this like masculine, like attacking Myron and like saying that just because you want a passionate, I know the stats, the #1 reason why women file for divorce is cheating. So when you're living in a delusional world, when you think that men aren't cheating on women on a regular, it happens all the time.
Didn't you say that they leave if you cheat, right? It's not.
No, it's not that.
Stop, Janelle, stop. We're not doing this.
Okay.
Let's,
All right.
the ladies over there, we have a mic for them?
Yeah, hello, you can hear me?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Ladies, who do you want to lead in the relationship? You or the man?
Of course the man, but we are gonna say a man, he just cannot be weak to certain things. You know, if he's not...
Guys, can we get the camera on the ladies?
I can't hear her either.
Of course I want him to lead, but if he's weak in certain areas, I can't trust you. I can't let you lead if you're a weak dude.
That's
if you're
fair.
weak to flesh, because there's different girls out here who pander like they're really changed and they're not.
Okay.
And
How do you
can't
sniff
be
out a
weak.
weak dude, and how can you tell if your
weak
man is
dude.
capable?
You want based on experience or next time I see it?
No, based on experience. I don't want a
Experience.
hypothetical.
I was dating this guy. All his crew members talked to him really bad. His assistant talked to him really bad. He doesn't have any friends his age. All the women around him simp him out of pussy, and I think it's very weak as a man. You can't hold
social proof.
Myron, what would you tell that dude?
Pre-selection, social proof is so important, man.
pre-selection. Yeah, and be careful because there's certain women who fake like they're really together and they're not. They just hear you guys talk and use that as a recipe to finesse you. So just putting that out there.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Next lady.
I would appreciate my man to lead.
I would like for my man to lead. However, in the areas where he lack, I would be that strength.
Such as?
I mean, if his leg is broken and we on the road, I would drive.
Respect.
That's a very
if my man's got no legs, I'm gonna wheel his ass around. That's that girl right there. Respect to you, baby.
You know what? We can make it easy. Raise the hands. How many of you want to lead a relationship with a man? How many of you want to?
Lead with him?
No, you lead him. How many of you want to lead a man in a relationship? Let's see if anyone raised their hand.
No, thanks.
Anybody?
It's too much emotional
No?
bullshit for me.
On the couch? Anybody raise their hand? See? There you go. I mean, that indirectly tells me that you want a man who's going to be a leader. For him to be a leader, he has to be better than
Or
you.
you both lead, right?
How does that work?
Like you support each other whenever you go through a hard time. You're supporting each other, pushing each other.
But
to
can
get
we
over it.
agree men are human and they lack sometimes? Can we agree on that?
And they what?
You can support
They
each
lack
other.
sometimes.
Yeah. You can support each other while one leads and one takes those.
I like
that-
the partnership that way.
So
You're
my
working
dem-
together. You
Let's continue down the couch because I want to get everyone
Women say they
every
want
girl's
partnership,
response.
but that's one
Go
of the
ahead.
biggest lies ever.
Yeah, man's gonna generally lead, but again, it is a relationship, so there are things that women can see that a man can't, and a woman pushes a man to do things.
Such as?
And such as maybe a woman can see someone's instinct that the man can't see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of emotional things that women can do, and that's why relationships, like if you were to ask a man that's been married for 50 years old, he's gonna say my partner has done a lot than what you guys are saying.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah, she could help out, but she's not in a leadership role. I mean, yeah, she's assisting, which I was saying before.
Fair.
Okay, next.
I definitely want my man to lead, and I want an alpha, for sure.
Yeah, I would want my man to lead. Retweet.
My man to lead, and part of the reason that I'm my best self is because I've had a man to lead me and help me learn things and just be a better person.
W.
I mean,
I would want
this
my
might
man
be.
to lead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that in general, the reason why men have to lead is because women are inherently self-destructive.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
they
mean?
hold the frame
Unpack
for you.
that.
So.
Unpack what you mean by that, Myron.
I mean, if you look at history, right? If you look at all the different religions, you look at all the different textbooks, etc. I mean, what is the coincidence that people that lived on other ends of the worlds, right, that never knew each other, never had technology, never communicated with each other, they all naturally fell into the line of men lead, women follow, right? Because they understood, right, that when life is tough, you need to go back to, natural order, and natural order is men need to lead, because since women are emotional thinkers and they're more erratic and they're more dependent on how they feel, right, that can cause some destructive things. Men are, better deductive problem solvers and more logically sound, which is inherent to survival in the wilderness where things are crazy. So I think if a man isn't in a leadership role with a woman, it disrupts the natural order of things, and women are programmed to detect that, not like that guy, disrespect that guy, be bitchy, be rude, etc., because now they're in an uncomfortable situation where they're in their masculine. And when women are in their masculine, they're not happy to be in their masculine. So that's what it is.
There it is. Dropping bars. Next up, who's still on the couch?
I would like for my man to lead, because if you let me lead, I'm either gonna leave you or disrespect you and walk all over you.
There you go.
Oh. You can't make this up, gentlemen. Go ahead. Next.
I'd definitely let my man lead all the way.
I'm incapable of doing anything by myself, so. Oh man.
That is the girl who's unemployed.
Unemployed and honest.
Zerka!
Wifey material right there.
And I want to make this clear too. Like,
It's a wife.
I'm not saying that men are better than women and we are more valuable. Shout out to Zerka in the house, by the way.
Probably.
So I'm not saying that men are better than women or we hold more value than them. What I am saying is that men are better at certain things than women, and it just so happens that leadership happens to be one of them. That's what I'm arguing.
Right.
Women have their place as well. I'm not saying we have more value than them. We're just better than them at certain traits. And I
Okay.
think that's
So
good.
with that being said, you're talking about something known as traditional gender roles, right? That's something that you co-sign on.
Yeah.
Only into the last, 30, 40 years with modern feminism and fourth wave feminism has the traditional gender role sort of changed, right? We have a clip here. By the way, do we have any Andrew Tate fans in the house? Anyone? Anyone? Any Tate fans whatsoever? Have you ever done any content with Tate before, you guys?
I think maybe once or twice.
Once or twice?
He doesn't watch the show. He doesn't watch the show.
Or 12, I don't know.
Okay.
15.
Just a couple times. So we're fans of Tate around here. Speaking of traditional gender roles, Nat, you got this clip with Tate? Volume up, please.
You're thinking of men and women as men and women have completely different roles in society. We have completely different attributes, completely different advantages. We go through life in completely different ways. You can't compare us as an equal. You wouldn't consider men and women equal in 99% of situations where men are expected to perform. You would not consider yourself an equal if you're rolling with your boy and a guy rolled up and you're trying to hurt you. You'd expect your man to fight, right? That's a man's job. You can't say we're equal when it suits you and we're not equal when it doesn't suit you. We are not the same. We are not the same. It's the reality of the world. We're not the same. And the reason women, even though they have unlimited options, are not running out here sleeping with a new dude every single day is because they won't sleep with a man they don't have at least some degree of feeling for. That's the difference. You will have some feelings for somebody you would sleep with. I promise you a dude can sleep with a chick and she can get in a car crash and he won't give a fuck. I'm telling you, that's the game. That's the difference. You think you're...
That's true. That's facts. Cold hard facts right there.
That's facts,
so,
though, yeah.
Two-part question. Tate, thoughts on what's happened with him these days?
He's 100% innocent. Everybody knows that. And, you know, very soon the whole world's going to see it verified through the court system.
Yeah. Show of hands if you think Andrew Tate is innocent. Am and Tristan Tate. Okay. Ladies? All right. Show of hands if you think that him and his brother are guilty.
Shocker. Any shocker to anyone?
So we got one half a hand.
One half hand.
Okay.
Our feminists.
The jury rests, Romania. Yeah. The jury rests. So this concept of traditional gender roles that Tate just pointed out. Give me your thoughts on what's happening in society these days. This is probably one of the main reasons you guys started this show. This is one of the things that I discuss on my show, you know, where I got into a heated argument, debate with, of all people, Chelsea Handler. Attacked me, I don't know if anyone saw that, attacked me online from something that I said, where I said, you know, I know a lot of women in their late 30s, early 40s now who were the hottest, baddest, dopest chicks in high school, in college, and now I see them out in the club and I'm like, baby, what are you still doing out in the club? Like, as a man, I can still be out here, okay? And they're like, oh, I can't find a good man, and you know, I'm at, do you want to have kids? Oh, I'm sad, I can't find it. It's like, the game is completely different for men and women.
Yeah.
So,
Chelsea hit the wall.
There she is. Chelsea hit the wall a long time ago, that's for sure. Thanks. Is that Zerka in the house?
Yeah, that's Zerka in the house.
Who is this fucking guy? Okay.
I'm the star of the show. Twitter.com/Zerka officials.
Yell. Keep going, though. Keep going. Yell. All right, shout out to you, Zerka. Thoughts on traditional gender roles? Thoughts on the role of a man and the role of a woman, how things have changed, and do you think we'll ever get back to the 1950s traditional gender role situation?
Yeah, so our grandparents and their forefathers definitely believed in traditional relationships, and for the most part it worked because the man would go to work, the woman would stay home with the kids and foster them. However, nowadays, women want to become men, and men are becoming women because most men are not leaders anymore. So what's happening is most guys nowadays are not going to work, they're not really becoming men of value, and the women are stepping up, going to college, doing a lot more. So the roles have been reversed. Now, you say going back to how it used to be, I doubt, because women have fought so hard to become independent and feminism has taken over. So for the most part, I would say women are not going backwards, they're going to go forward. And as a result, men are becoming less manly.
They're forced to adapt.
So it's sad, but it's reality.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a man, you know, his duty is to provide and protect for his woman, you know, and there's nothing wrong with treating the right girl well, you know, and giving her a certain lifestyle if she's your woman. The thing is that you just have to be very selective on which girl gets these benefits, and once she stops doing what she's supposed to do, you need to be able to cut that off immediately. I think the biggest difference between a simp and a guy that has his shit together is, you know, a guy that understands how the world really works is as soon as a woman doesn't behave anymore, she no longer derives the benefit from him. When you're not able to put your foot down, that's what makes you a simp. That's what differentiates it. So I think men should provide and protect, and I think for a woman, if she wants to work, it should be elective, not mandatory. But for a man, it's mandatory that you work. But since you have the authority, you also need to have that responsibility as well for her. But now, do I think things are going to change? No. And the reason why is because women fought really hard to get to this position. We've pretty much overcorrected. And let's be honest, if we were in the female's position, we wouldn't change either. They can basically double dip. And what I mean by this is they can do all the things that a man can do while simultaneously still being able to be treated like a lady and get the inherent benefits that chivalry provides them. So why would they go back? They're able to kind of get the best of both worlds from men. They can act like a man when they want to, but then they can also act like a lady, keyword, when they want to.
So where does that lead them, though? Does that lead them down the Chelsea Handler path? They're 48, they're worth multi-millions, they're on TV, but they sit at home, pop pills, drink alcohol, and masturbate all day. Well, they got a whole dildo collection.
Well,
it's like they're never going to be happy just being a 50-year-old single cat lady, don't you think?
What's happened? No, I agree. And the thing is this. Women no longer need men. They only want men. And when you want something, you're not going to fight as hard to keep it as if you need it. Right? If you need to breathe, you need oxygen to live, you're going to do everything in your power, including pushing other people down to go ahead and get that oxygen. But when you only want it, well, I don't feel like it today, whatever. And I don't think guys understand that for your girl to totally submit to you, etc., she has to need you. But at the same time, you need to be in that position where you give her what she needs. Yeah. So that's typically how relationships have worked. That's how they've lasted. And that's what it is. But when women only want men, they're not going to do everything required to keep the man, which is why so many girls are able to get sex, but they're not able to retain a man because they only want him.
And that is why you got to become the full package. So she wants to actually be with you long term.
Yeah, totally agree. I co-sign on the full package thing. What I say is, it's almost like a triangle. On one side, you have everything that's associated with wealth, your network, your business, your money, everything that comes with that. Then you have the looks side of things, right? How you look, your muscles, how you carry yourself, what you dress, how you smell, like everything associated with that. And the third one is your game, your personality, your brains, your humor, everything that's associated with that. And if you can do all that, and you're for the top 10% of any of those three things, you can get a woman. If you're really, really good looking, but you're broke, but you have no game, you could still do some damage, all right? Absolutely. You've got a ton of money, right, but you got no game and you got no looks, you'll still do some damage, all right? You've got a ton of game and you're broke as shit, and your money ain't right, you can still do some damage. But if you're in the top 10% of 2 or even 3 of those things, the world's your oyster as a man. Yeah. Would you agree?
If you lack a critical component, you will pay for it later.
No doubt. Yeah. Like you see these like tech nerds or like crypto nerds show up in Miami that have millions of dollars in Bitcoin, and I mean
they're getting zero attention. They might get laid or whatever, but they're not getting genuine burning desire. They're not getting respect.
Episode of them coming to the clubs, popping bottles, getting girls, but like at what cost? And then when they lost their money, they're gone.
Yeah.
So it's like
let me get the girls' opinion on this, and please, if you would, don't give me a whole diatribe on like I want both. If you could only pick one, what would you pick? Would you rather be single and successful, or a happily married housewife? Let's start with you. Single and successful, happily married housewife. Georgia.
Yeah, I'm the one that always says a bit of both, so I don't think there's an absolute truth.
All right, next. Single and successful, or happily married housewife?
Happily married housewife.
Okay, and this is a porno star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's married.
By the way, where can we see your work? It's on the internet? Okay. You?
A happily married housewife.
Happily married housewife.
Same thing.
Happily married housewife. Janelle?
Yeah, I'm obviously married and happy.
Okay.
Housewife.
Housewife.
Single and successful.
And how old are you again?
23.
Janelle, at what point is that going to change? What age?
30.
30. Okay.
33.
23. I always
right
say
around the time they start buying their own drinks.
Exactly. Okay. Gotcha.
Adam,
see, there's always an epiphany phase. Yeah.
The question is, who hurt you?
Oh, no one.
Okay. Single and successful, happily married housewife.
I've been single and successful right now, happily married housewife.
What's your current relationship status?
Single.
Single. How old are you again?
37.
Okay. And what's your game plan to get you to get married?
I've had my success on my own. I wanted that. So I fully believe that women, like everything's distorted right now, but we need to recalibrate masculine and feminine.
Mm-hmm.
I used to run things at an office. I'm tired of doing that, right? I think women are expected to be up in the, they're running companies, they're in the house running their families. That's exhausting. We're not supposed to be doing that. Mm-hmm. I'm all for empowering women in a career if they choose that, and I support that, but you cannot have both and not be exhausted.
Give me your name again.
Sarah.
Sarah. Mm-hmm. Here's why I fully agree with you. Because we're kind of around the same age. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of girls your age, late 30s, early 40s, who've made their money, and they're wondering, what the fuck happened to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So walk me through the mindset and like, what would you tell this girl right here next to you? Say hi to Maria. By the way, something I know about Maria is one time I asked her, we were at model volleyball.
Yes.
And I was like, rate yourself 1 through 10 on the crazy scale. She goes, oh, 11. Okay, I was like, okay, got it. I know Maria now. What's your advice to this girl so she doesn't end up, no offense, like you, 37, single, successful, but wants to be married?
Look, if I wanted to be married 10 years ago, I could have been.
No doubt.
It's not that I didn't want that. Saying I chose the path I chose for my own specific reason. I think everyone chooses their path. But for you, I think you should pursue what makes you happy until you feel fulfilled enough to be a partner to someone. Because if you don't and you become someone's partner too soon, you're going to regret not ever doing something.
Yeah.
Some people hit that point at 22. Some people hit it at 35. And that's not for anyone to determine what's right or wrong. It's like you with 3 girlfriends. Good for you and them. They chose that.
I have a question for you real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could turn back the hands of time.
Me?
Yeah. And go back and give up your success, knowing the knowledge that you have now, the wisdom that you have now.
Yeah.
Right? You've experienced a career, you have the money, so you have that 20/20 hindsight. If you could go back in time and be in a state where, let's be honest here, you're more marketable to get the man that you truly want, would you do it?
I think that's complicated because right now I was very, very much more of a tomboy and more of a masculine energy when I was in my 20s.
No, but with the mindset that you have now,
yeah,
because let's be
fair.
honest. I mean, let's be brutally honest here. Once a woman hits 30 plus, your ability to command force in the marketplace and get the man that you truly want and keep him is almost diminished. So
Agreed.
Knowing the knowledge that you have now, right? You've experienced the success. You got 20/20 hindsight. You have the wisdom you have now, 20 years prior. Would you move differently? Would you not have chased that same career?
So I would move differently in that I would shorten what I did. I didn't want kids from a young age. I still do not want kids. So that didn't determine my trajectory.
You don't want kids?
No, I don't. I do not. Wow. I love children. I don't need any of my own.
At what age did you determine you don't want kids?
I've never wanted them.
Okay.
Wow.
What percentage of women do you think agree with you?
I don't think it's a choice that I've made personally.
So what percentage of women do you think agree with
I think
you?
it's probably pretty low of
What
people
percentage?
that don't want kids.
Percentage of women that do not want kids.
I don't know, girls. Like probably.
Raise your hand on the panel if
Yeah.
you want to have kids at some point in your life.
I'm gonna
Ladies.
have more.
I
I
would
have
say-
one and
Ladies.
I would get.
You don't want kids?
I don't know.
I
But
didn't.
You don't know?
Me too.
Okay.
I didn't.
You better
until
figure
like
that thing
23.
out. How old are you again?
You get older.
32.
Yeah, you better start thinking about that,
You
baby.
guys are going to.
Okay.
eventually.
Ladies on the panel back there, show of hands who don't want kids.
When it's
don't
too
want
late.
kids.
So, and here's the
So
interesting
90% of women want kids. By the way, men, raise your hand if you guys want kids. Okay.
Yeah, that's like almost the whole audience.
Raise your hand if you don't want kids as a man. So every man wants, for a couple
Wow, there's like
okay,
3.
raise your hands if you think you'd be a good father.
Oh.
Okay, look at all these men out here. But, okay. Raise your hands if you think you'd be an absentee father. Ladies, avoid these 2 motherfuckers in the front row. Avoid these 2.
Can I say one?
This guy's like, I already am an absentee father. I'm here today. Hanging out.
Go ahead, Myron.
I say
Something
one thing,
very
though, about the
interesting. So, like,
kids?
so for her, right? And I don't mean to pick on you here with this.
No,
like,
I
she
wasn't.
would do things differently and still, have went ahead and got in a relationship. I guarantee you, it would be even more strong in her mind that I would want that relationship early on if she
Yes.
wanted children.
But
So,
I
like-
also would have done it earlier, even with my current life. That's my point. I
Yeah.
did that for too long to where I'm
saying you
burned
don't
out.
even have the children
Yeah.
stimuli and you still want it.
But-
But I'm arguing like if you wanted the children, it would have been even stronger in your mind
stronger.
that, wow, I should have settled in like younger.
Here's my thing about kids. I love them. I've dated mostly men with kids. I just never had the biological urge to have my own. I didn't close the door. I just thought someday it would come. It never did.
I appreciate what you're saying. Thank
very
you.
honest.
I'm doing some basic math. You're of the minority in this discussion.
Hold on. I have
Okay.
a question for you.
Yeah.
So, question for you: do you think FOMO is a real thing for women, like FOMO?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
But I also don't at the same time because I'm doing things now that I didn't get to do in my 30s.
Like what?
Well, my early 30s, rather. Like, I moved back to Miami from California, where I worked 70, 80-hour weeks just to get ahead, because that's what you did. And I was fucking miserable. Sorry. I was
You were what?
I was miserable because I was trying to do what society said people did.
Well, I
in
think
my
it's
career.
fair to say men were born and built to work. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know any man who's like, just tired, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of women who are like, get me out of this fucking workforce.
Yeah, that's
And that's
where
the
I'm at
problem
now.
is that at some point, sometimes it might hit you when you're 37 years old.
Well-
I'd rather learn that when I'm 27.
Women's
that doesn't mean
hormones
you
aren't
will.
designed to work like
What's
that.
that?
Our hormones are constantly fluctuating differently than men. We're not designed to be in that 8 to 5 or 9 to whatever it was,
Yeah,
9
no.
to 10
We're-
rat race. We're just
we're not.
Gotcha.
But she did it because of
Because
societal,
of society
modern
pressure.
feminism. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, modern feminism.
thanks
for
for
all
ruining
that.
it for
Clap
us.
it up for modern feminism.
Come on, guys.
Just kidding. By the way, can we just go to the couch real quick? I want the ladies on the couch to get some FaceTime. I appreciate you ladies being here. The question I asked was, single and successful or happily married housewives? Pick one.
I would like to be happily married. If that were to never happen, obviously single and successful.
Way to be very diplomatic. I want both. Go ahead.
Happily married and successful. Don't fight me. Don't fight me.
She just contradicts herself
ladies,
all the time.
I was very clear.
Even on
you
the
have
show.
to pick one. Okay?
Women's emotions change too much. They can't.
That's
Single and successful until I'm 30 because I study way too much right now to not become successful.
How old are you now?
22.
Okay.
Question
got
for
some
you.
time.
Do you think you'll still be able to command the same level of man at 30 years old as you can command now at 22?
I think I can command that man right now to wait for me when I'm 30.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Oh, shit, man.
So
what did she say?
She said she could command that guy to wait for 8 years.
8 years.
You do realize that the guy that you want isn't going to wait or be on your time, right?
Well, I don't know who that guy is right now, but I know I'm going to meet a guy when I'm 30. Are you going to tell me I'm going to change dramatically at 30?
Well,
At
here's
8
the
years?
thing.
Yes.
If
Yes.
did you not say you want a man that's a leader earlier?
Huh?
Okay. If I hold off if I want to get with you when you're at your peak and I hold off on that, that quite literally puts you in the leadership role, and I've effectively relinquished my leadership role, and you're
So
going
do
to
you
not
think
respect
I
me.
should just drop out of law school and get married and just get kids?
Do it.
I'm not. Here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
trying to say anything.
No.
When it comes to, in your particular situation, what I am saying is that find a guy while you're in law school and be prepared. Like, hey, you want to get your degree? I have no problem with women that want to chase a degree and get educated, whatever it may be. That's fine. But that comes second to your man and your family. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with women having a backup plan, but you need to also be realistic and understand that your success isn't going to make you more attractive to the man that you want. And here's the thing: you're about to be a lawyer. You're going to be a higher earner. You're going to be in that top, 15% of earners in the United States. You're going to want a guy who's on your level, if not better. And those guys aren't necessarily concerned with your status and your income. And I think this is one of the biggest things that women don't understand that are educated and successful.
Yeah.
How
if
many-
I can add to that, what's the girl's name again?
Tony.
Tony.
Tony. Dude, if you're in law school, you're smart, you're an attractive girl, get your degree. It's all good.
I wanna
But
date Tony,
what I'm gonna do is take a line from Patrick Bet-David, my CEO. Shout out to PBD in the house. Okay. By the way, thank you, PBD, for what he's done. He's gonna be in the back of the cigar lounge with the VIPs afterwards. He's probably back there right now. Maybe if he's nice, he'll make an appearance here. We'll see. But PBD wrote a book, Wall Street Journal bestseller, called Your Next 5 Moves. And the centerpiece of the book was, who do you want to be? So the question to you, was it Tony?
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, who do you want to be? So you're going to go through law school. I get it. I fully agree with Myron. Get your degree. All good. But, not to throw lovely Sarah under the bus, do you want to be 37, a successful lawyer, still single, but you're doing great in law? You work for Greenberg Trarg down here in Miami.
Go, Queen.
Or do you want to actually be married and have kids? And you can still be a lawyer, but you might have to put that on the back burner
Adam, how old
to
are
support
you?
your man. So
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. My first question is, how many 22-year-old guys do you think want to get married right now? Because I think in the general
Why would you
census,
be
they
with a
want to get married.
22-year-old?
You don't want a 22-year-old.
Well, because I'm 22 years old,
You
so
want an
when I
older
say
guy.
I'm ready to get married at 30, I think most men my age are going to be ready to get married at 30, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you don't want a guy that's 22. So let's say you meet this guy that's
exactly,
30.
I want a guy that's at 30 when I'm 30. So when I'm ready to get married, most men will be ready to get
But
married.
a guy that's 30 doesn't want a woman that's 30. They want younger women.
Well, maybe
And what I wanted at 20
will
and I
tend to
wanted
disagree
at
when I'm
30 is
30 years
very
old.
different than what I wanted at 40.
Well,
It's
say it again. Let her
I said what I
speak.
wanted at 20 and what I wanted at 30 and now that I'm 40 are completely different.
Walk us through your mindset. What's the
100%.
difference?
So when you're
And listen, ladies, here's where you should listen and stop talking. Listen to the 40-year-old on the panel, okay?
at 20, you're looking short term, right? You're looking what's right now, what your life's going to look like, how you can party, how you can move on, you can go to school, you can do all of that. 30s, you're starting to look at family. You're starting to look. I chose very wrong in my 30s, very wrong, and he started to take on the less masculine role, and that's when I filed for divorce. I wasn't happy being with somebody that was going to allow me to make all the decisions. But now at 40, I want somebody that's going to be a leader and it's going to show me like
now that
how
you're
we can
40.
yeah. Now that I'm 40, I want somebody that's like that's more commanding and more like.
So you're 40. What's the
Not
likelihood?
at all.
Put some odds on this
I'm
thing,
not
Gigi.
single, baby.
What's that?
I'm not. Well, I was answering him. I'm not single.
Okay.
So.
She's married.
Yeah.
You're married right now?
She has somebody,
Okay.
yeah.
And what does he
Yeah.
think about the fact that you're a porno star?
He supports it completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be candid. Let's be candid. When she was in her 20s, that guy probably wouldn't have been your first choice.
What's that?
I said, being candid here, the guy that you're currently with now probably wouldn't have been your first choice when you were at your peak in your 20s.
So I actually knew him back when we had
Proves my point even further.
Yep. I went from one marriage to like another one.
Yeah,
so,
but
yes.
you kept him there
Yes.
because you knew what it was. You're basically, you did the same strategy that the lawyer girl is trying to exercise now. What I'm saying is that the man that you want is not going to wait because
That's
other
fair.
women are
Yeah.
knocking at his door. He's
Okay.
in demand. He can replace
I agree.
you. And I don't think women understand that once you go up the totem pole of success when it comes to the male hierarchy, you have less and less and less leverage. So you got to be on his program. He says, hey, I'm ready to do this right now. Fuck your law school. You need to go ahead and jump on that wagon right then and there because if you don't, somebody else will. And I don't think women understand there's plenty of beautiful women. There's plenty of girls that will fall in line. There's a new girl turning 18 every single day, and the thing that women don't get is that it's extremely easy to satisfy a man, but it's not extremely easy to satisfy a woman. So understand that you don't have leverage, but we live in this crazy world where women think that they have leverage. You guys really don't. The man picks you, you don't pick him.
Well, they say that the man.
That was easy.
The what is it? A man can attain a woman, but a woman must retain the man.
So guy game is being
Yeah.
able to attain a girl. The more game you have, the more you can attain. It's the woman's job to keep you. So with Miss the lawyer here at 22, the future lawyer.
20.
Like 22, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
20,
So
yeah.
here's the thing: you're in a career field that's gonna have you arguing all the time, working long hours. You're gonna have to take on some masculine traits, especially if you want to make partner, etc., which is all great. But understand that your career is going to make you a less desirable woman to the very man that you want. The more argumentative, the more dominant, the more masculine a woman is, the more the man has to elevate his masculinity to overpower that.
Or she has to go with the beta.
Or you're gonna have to get with a pussy, which you're not gonna like.
Unless
So-
you can figure out how to separate work and home. If you can be submissive at home to your man,
Yeah, you can do both.
and a leader at
not
work.
really. Here's that's a lie. Because here's the thing: hyper successful people, A-type personalities, they're successful because they can't turn it off.
I can.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you can't because
Wait,
the
doesn't
very thing
Jedediah say
makes
that
you
she can
successful-
turn it off? I'm pretty sure
like,
Jedediah does
the
turn it
reason
off,
why
right?
people are successful, right? A-type personality guys, you're talking about millionaires, whatever it may be. They don't turn it off. They work at all times. You can't turn it off. That's a lie. That's
It's hard to do. It's very hard to do.
Very-
Speaking of women becoming more masculine and men becoming more feminine, you guys have gained worldwide notoriety for the Frank Castle move. So some girls, when they get out of pocket, walk me through what has to happen in order for a girl to do that. Should we play the clip first? Play the clip. Okay, let's play the clip of what happens when a girl acts a little too masculine and alpha around Myron and Fresh. Okay.
Yeah, y'all can say what you want to say. Here's the reality. This is why chivalry's dead and women killed it. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say, man.
It ain't
but
dead.
why is a man, real talk, like feminism is here. You know, women are more educated than ever before. They make their own money. You know what I'm saying? And as a byproduct of them making their own money and becoming more successful, you get a little bit more masculine energy. You're not going to be a heavy hitter making money by being passive and a pussy. You're going to become a little bit more masculine, right? And then on top of that, women are just having a little bit more recreational.
Okay. So he's calling out a girl's being as masculine. Not this one. Yeah, this one. What happened here? Hold on. Play this clip now.
I think it's the one before.
Yeah.
I would say Chris, but I don't think this is Chris' fault.
I can't. Okay, the last male that you were sexually involved with.
No. That's not an answer. In person?
No.
In person or online?
Never.
Did you?
All right, yo, get the fuck off the show, man.
Thank you.
Ridiculous, bro.
I was
Yo,
waiting for
fuck off
me
the
to
show,
be
man.
kicked out.
Bro.
Oh, God bless.
Stupid.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
All right, then we'll just get up and
Shit, mad weird. Y'all don't even pull the shit.
Okay, so this girl got the boot. That's happened before. There's also another one right here.
I also want to, I don't know if you guys caught that. She said you're mad weird. Let's peel that back a layer. Putting your foot down is considered weird in 2023 with disrespectful and rambunctious women. So let's continue to be fucking weird. Telling you. Okay.
Speaking of
that's
weird,
how much of a foreign concept it is, yeah.
And just to add some context here, the whole show, she was being like disingenuous, shouting out random stuff. So that was like
that was the end game of like an hour plus of disrespect. And when I kicked her out and finally put my foot down, she said, "You're weird." That should speak volumes as to the world that we're in now, where she's not used to men holding her accountable and kicking her out or giving her negative consequences for poor decisions.
Okay. We have one more clip. Speaking of girls acting weird, or accusing you of being weird, there's one more clip, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Stay weird, gentlemen.
I'm not drunk right
Chris,
now.
There's Chris showing up.
Trying to play me on
Who's paying you, stupid bitch?
No, bitch, you fucking stupid.
Nobody's paying your
No,
cat food thing.
get off me.
What kind of memories, nostalgia comes back when you see
Shout out to Tommy,
see
man.
clips like this?
Shout out to Tommy.
That
bitch was strong as fuck, I won't lie.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, I mean, she hit him first. And at the end of the day, I tell women this all the time, right? I told my sister this, etc. Understand that if you hit the wrong guy, he might hit you back. He might actually give you the equality that you wanted. Not every guy's gonna exercise temperance and not hit you back. Right? Me personally, if a girl hits me, I ain't hitting her back. But other guys are gonna give you the equality you asked for. So don't try it.
Yeah, there's a saying that says equal rights, equal lefts. Now, we don't hit women,
Equal rights, equal lefts.
That's a saying.
Oh, Jesus.
But,
Jorge. Jorge,
Hmm.
can we turn everybody up a little bit? We're getting a little low.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, we never advocate for violence against women, etc. But some guys will take that opportunity to exercise full self-defense to the fullest extent, even if it's at the, at a female. So, ladies, never put your hands on a never put your hands on a guy because you don't know what his background is.
But can we know what triggered her?
They had an argument basically over like. It's a long story, but basically her friend fucked Tommy, and there was some dispute about OnlyFans.
And Myron and Adam, man, that girl was strong as fuck. I won't lie to you, man. She was like, if I didn't play football, that bitch would have had me on the ground.
It was a love triangle of jealousy, to summarize.
And apparently she went to Dubai and did some porta pottying, if you know what I mean. After the fact.
I don't know. Walt's got some wild stories. Well, I think with that being said, you were kind of touching on a little bit. I think it'd be important for you to clear the air because I actually think you are respectable to women unless they disrespect you. So, you've been called all the names in the book. Chauvinist, misogynist, women hater.
Racist now, too.
Racist, whatever.
Misogyny.
Why don't you clear the air? How do you really feel about women?
Well,
had to be Zerka, bro.
My thing is that they're one of the most prized commodities in the world, but with that said, with women comes responsibility. And you have to understand that that responsibility is on you to be the leader and lead her the correct way. Because if you don't, she's going to lead the relationship, and we know what happens when women lead. It's to the end of the relationship. So it's on the guy. I think at the end of the day, the ultimate responsibility comes on the guy. So if you get finessed by a girl, it's your fault. If a girl treats you poorly, it's your fault. A woman's behavior is typically a mere reflection of that man's masculinity and frame.
And I think it's important, just to add to this as well, is that we learn women not to hate them, but to understand them. And ultimately, you want to be next to them because having kids and a family is important.
And to know that you're the leader, which means if you're the leader, you bear the responsibility. Like the thing is that a lot of people look at our content and say, y'all just bash women, blah, 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 blah. No, we respect women, we treasure women, but we understand their nature that they're not leaders. The man has to be the leader. If there's a issue in the relationship a lot of the times, infidelity, blah, 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 it's your fucking fault as the man. But they don't clip that part, do they?
Next clip I want to do. You were actually the first time you were on my show.
Yeah.
I had some ladies on the show.
Yeah.
And we had a whole conversation about being vulnerable in front of your woman. Remember this clip?
Yep.
And you're like, fuck that. No. If you cry in front of a woman, here's what happens. So let's play that clip. We'll have that discussion the other side. Nat, you got this?
The woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, oh my God, my life is hard, blah, 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 you might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, and you're going to go and find someone.
That is so not true. I know.
No, vulnerability shows
vulnerability is so powerful.
Again, this is a common example of women saying one thing but doing another. They're saying this right now, but deep down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder saying, I don't know what's going on, her vagina's gonna... Can I finish? Can I finish? Her vagina's gonna dry up, she ain't gonna wanna fuck with him anymore, and she's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security.
Just because they cry once, bro?
Hey man, I can't tell you how many times we've brought girls on the show with their own, they tell us on air, one time my boyfriend cried in front of me, and I never looked at him the same. Being vulnerable.
Okay. So even my question on the show is like, so what is acceptable as a man? What do you think? You know, because you even said earlier, we all have emotions, but we're not emotional. You know, I'm a big advocate and believer in stoicism.
Yeah.
That's something that I've had to learn. Before I came to Valuetainment, Pat gave me a book, PBD, shout out to him. It's called Meditations, Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
And stoicism essentially is like whether great things happen to you or shitty things happen to you, you just kind of got to be the rock and deal with it, be a stoist. How do you grapple with this? Like you, sometimes you might get triggered. Like, okay, so a man, emotions, dealing with their women, life's not easy. We all know life's tough.
Yeah.
How do you guys handle this?
Well, let me ask the girls. How many of you want a vulnerable man? Raise your hands. 3. Okay, no, that's cool. And then on the couch, how many of you want a vulnerable man?
Shout on the couch. Vulnerable man.
1. Okay. Anybody else want a vulnerable man?
No, absolutely not. But here we do.
Is it stupid to say to a certain extent? Is it considered stupid?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, maybe not like, oh, like my life is terrible, I hate this, I hate that, but it's more in the sense like if I do something for him and he shows a little bit of...
Well, the thing is with vulnerability is that you're in a position where it could be, you know, a KO. It's essentially critical. Because that's what makes it vulnerable in the first place. There's a difference between like showing some emotion versus being vulnerable. So you said you want a guy to be vulnerable. Why?
Because I like a man that can show off their feelings. So it's beautiful when you can connect with your man with their feelings.
Okay,
So
what feelings do you want to see?
The men's are more stronger than the women's. But you can show me, if you are my partner, I'd like you show me your feelings. And that's for me is a vulnerability.
This is a problem.
Okay, what about you?
No.
Why?
I think showing vulnerability with someone is very, very special, and I think it takes a lot of bravery to do so. So if someone can show vulnerability to me, I feel special, and I also look up to them a lot because they can do it. And they can admit fault, they can feel upset about things, like they can feel love, they can feel the connection.
But I feel like when he means
give me an argument. If you can do all the insults, but it's not gonna prove me wrong at all.
I feel like when he means vulnerable, it doesn't mean like out of emotion.
It doesn't mean that you're like schizophrenic and depressed, and it's just like going to the mental health.
Melina, she's talking.
It's not like vulnerable, like everything affects him. It's emotionally stable, that they can control their emotions. It's different. Vulnerable, it means like everything affects him. I don't want a person like that.
No, it doesn't mean that.
He can be
All right, so who else wants a vulnerable man? 1, 2, who else raised their hand?
It's
Okay, why?
Because I think that being in touch with your emotions and, you know, be a leader, as you say, but be able to balance that and show your emotions and how you feel truly and not put a face on all the time is something that's attractive to me.
But wouldn't it be fair to say that as a leader, you need to be able to lead regardless of how you feel?
Correct.
Yeah, so you can still lead, but that doesn't mean you can't
contradicts
share
being vulnerable,
in
though.
private. You can share in private with your woman how you truly feel and ask for her support. That's why she's there too, no?
It doesn't work. A guy cried
Smart.
in front of me, and I never was attracted to him again.
What is that?
It's because you're a
Like,
shitty person.
I'll take a Henny and Coke. Thanks.
All right, on the couch. On the couch.
You girls are making me very vulnerable right now. I just ordered a cocktail.
Yeah. On the couch, someone said they want a vulnerable guy. Why do you want a vulnerable guy? On the couch.
I don't want to
raise their hand. I think she had a white
It was a
shirt on.
girl with the white top.
Yeah, give her a mic.
Alicia Keys over there. What you got?
Yeah. Why do you want a vulnerable man?
Can we keep a mic over there, guys, and just like ready to rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think a man should be vulnerable to an extent. There was a guy that I was talking to. He did cry when he couldn't deal with a certain situation, and I don't like. I didn't.
Where's
really,
that guy
like,
now?
Where is he now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, at the time I was like kind of turned off,
Oh.
but I think.
So,
'Cause,
see,
like,
and I
he
love when
couldn't-
women say, because here's the thing, that was a trick question, ladies. I love how women say, I want it to be vulnerable to an extent, but the whole root word of vulnerability is that there is no extent. You don't know where it's going to go.
You don't even want to have a woman that's a mess. But
What?
you don't want to have a woman that's just an absolute mess. Like you don't want them to cry all the time. But when you're describing emotional men, you're describing them as like you're crying all the time.
But that assumes that men and women are the same. If a woman is vulnerable, it doesn't have the same negative stigma. It doesn't turn us off to the same extent as when a man is vulnerable, because men don't date girls for security. Women date men for security.
Well,
If I'm supposed to be your bodyguard and protect you, and I'm constantly crying and I don't know what the fuck is going on, you're not gonna feel safe around me. That's just how it is.
Can we even just limit, so
you
like,
should
let's
try to-
say you're like married to someone and his mom dies. Like, if he's like a little bit sad and you be there for him, like, you're not talking about that, right? You're talking about like day-to-day kind of stuff.
Like a
Yeah.
mess. That's
But
what
okay, so let me frame the question this way, because here I am. I've cried
That's an
twice in the last 10 years. Once when my dad died.
Okay.
Okay, cried.
Right.
And I didn't even like my dad. We had a contentious relationship, but my dad died.
Right.
Second was when a long-term girlfriend of mine got cancer. It was 24, gorgeous, cancer, disastrous. So that was really freaking tough. I cried, okay? So, but I've done business deals that have gone like awry, not crying.
Right.
I've lost employees, I've had major issues, I'm not crying.
Right.
So I think there's time and place for it. So I think what she's asking you is, like, when's the last time you cried? Like, if God forbid something happened to one of your parents, you would cry.
Yeah, no, I mean, my grandma passed away a few months ago. I haven't actually shared this. And yeah, I went on, there was a girl over. I went over and I went over on the balcony. I cried by myself and like I saw her coming. I was like, fucking, wipe that shit up immediately.
feel really
And I
special
told
if she
her,
saw
but
you.
I told her
appreciate
leave me
that.
alone.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because even though it sounds so great to be able to open up in front of your girl, I understand that the female hard wiring is literally designed to look for security and be repulsed by inadequacy. So by you crying, you don't know how your girl's gonna react to it. For example, here's a perfect example right now. When we asked her the question, she raised her hand, I want a vulnerable man, right? So, but when we asked her, what ended up happening, he cried and it turned her off. You don't know how a woman's gonna respond until it actually happens in front of her.
Yeah.
Every girl is different in how they respond to that, you opening up your emotions. So what I tell guys instead is, go ahead and be vulnerable with a man. No homo. And the reason why is because guys that you trust, because men understand the masculine experience. Women don't. Women really don't know what it's like to be a man. Hell, most girls don't even know what men want, let alone understand the masculine burner performance and masculine experience. So if you're able to open up with your guy friends, yeah, they'll make fun of you about it. You guys maybe go get a beer after, whatever it is. But you're better doing that because there's not going to be the same negative ramifications to your relationship as a woman. Are there women out there that you could cry in front of and nothing will change? Absolutely. But are you willing to take that risk?
Okay.
I think the issue is too
ahead.
as well is that like both parties, we don't know the extent to it. So for example, let's say I cried to Melina. She may be like, you know what? I like this. This is great. But to lady over here, I cried to her. Oh, you know what? That's a turnoff. So as a man, why risk it at all? What's the point?
Yeah.
Another thing too.
Because you in that case, you know who is the good one, right? If you try it sometime. If you know that your girl would leave you right away, she's probably not like
the best person to date in that case, right?
But once again, though, it's to make things work, right? And ultimately, why even risk it in the first place?
Yeah, but in that case, you're never really gonna know if she actually cares about you.
Yeah, you can.
It depends. Of course not, because if she would leave, if you show a little bit of emotions, she clearly doesn't care about you. She only cares about herself.
Most women don't want to be cried to in
No, that's not true. I think you feel really special
Here's
if
the
a man
thing.
is opening
It's
up to you.
very easy to speak in 2020 hindsight on a podcast with hundreds of people, not actually thousands of people watching and say, I wouldn't change, but it's much different when you're dependent on that man for your livelihood, for your home, for your income, for your food, for your children. You're gonna have way different priorities when you see that man cry in front of you and you understand that guy controls your future and he isn't like stable himself. You're gonna think twice. It's always, women typically always talk in ideals versus the real. The real is when this guy's supposed to be your leader, he's supposed to be leading you through life, which life is really tough, and he can't even handle it, you're gonna look otherwise.
Do you think that the girl would have left you if she saw you cry on the balcony over your grandma?
I'm sorry?
Do you think that girl would have left you if she saw you cry over your grandma?
It's a different
No,
circumstance.
she wouldn't have because I had built up a certain resume with that girl.
But you think it would have lowered, it would have higher her risk to leave?
I'm not gonna risk it.
Okay, but you think there could be a risk in that case?
There's a risk that isn't worth it because I understand that the cornerstone of female admiration is respect, and I'm not willing to risk that to open up to her because I don't know what happens when you open up Pandora's box. We know women are emotional, we know women are erratic, and women are controlled by their emotions. If she gets the feeling, right, which could be fleeting or not, that I'm not an adequate partner and me crying this temporary thing of weakness, that could fuck up the relationship long term. I can't tell you how many girls have come on the show. I love my guy, blah, blah, blah. I saw him cry in front of me. I don't know what happened. I just couldn't, I could never look at him the same.
Do you think there are women out there?
Hold on, Fresh. I feel like you want to answer this question as well.
Yeah.
Myron, I appreciate you. You just got vulnerable here with me.
That's what I was going to say. That was
okay, look at all you got. I mean, your grandma died, bro. I think that's, hello? When's the last time that you had to cry?
I don't.
Period.
But okay, so I get the comment, right? That I'm heartless.
Yeah.
But I have emotions, but like I just deal with it differently. I'll go for a walk with my dog to the dog park. I'll like drive my car. That's how I kind of let loose my emotions. So, for example, if my girl says to me, "Hey, how are you feeling today?" I feel great. Always great because once again, I'm the rock. So why even put that in the atmosphere where I'm like, oh, I'm sad today? For
gotcha.
What?
So how you feeling right now?
I feel great.
Hold on.
It's funny, right? Funny because like the whole point of this is to make things last with your partner, right? So I want to minimize all the things that can go wrong in this relationship. So ultimately, some girls answer, for example, I want a vulnerable man to an extent. We don't know the extent, so why even go down that road? It makes no sense.
A big part of, like another thing too also, and it's gonna sound fucked up or whatever, but as a man in a relationship with a chick, your job is to mitigate risk.
Yep.
And that's why, like, why do you guys think I tell you all the time, plan the date, have everything mapped out, you control everything. Because when you leave it up to a girl, if the date sucks, she ain't gonna take accountability and be like, wow, I was really boring on the date. It's your fault. It's your fucking fault. So you might as well go ahead and control all the variables anyway and mitigate risk and not leave anything really open up to interpretation. And that's what women want. Every girl here on this panel, they may admit it or not, is they just want to be pretty and fucking show up. That's it. They don't want to have to plan or do anything. They just want to be there and exist and have the guy be in the driver's seat at all times. That's what women really want and desire. That's why so many girls get mad. Plan a date. Guys don't plan nothing. I don't want to go to your house, Netflix. That comes from their rooted mindset of they want a guy who's assertive, dominant, and a leader and has his shit together. That's what they want.
And you know what's funny? I guarantee you, if your dad, who's your rock, cried in front of you, you'd be like, this is my hero. Why is he crying? Same thing with your man. Why'd you want your man to cry?
You mean if I saw my dad cry, I would, when his mom died, he cried.
That's your father, though.
And I didn't disrespect him for that. Clearly, I was like, damn, I've never seen him cry before, and it feels insane. Like
that's reasonable,
I got to see him.
That's your father.
That
that's reasonable.
Yeah, that was a really, really wonderful thing because he's
cry at that moment.
Yeah, because he cried about his mom. Right? But wait, can I ask you something? I'm really curious. How many women do you think are out there? Do you think there are women out there that would be okay with their man being emotional from time to time?
I said that earlier. There are some, but it's not worth the risk.
It's not worth the risk.
It's a minority. So again, I always give guys advice from a practical standpoint based on probabilities, not possibilities. The probability that she will lose respect for you is extremely high. So why risk it?
Last point right here. Then we got to get some super chats.
I mean, most women, like, when men cry in front of them, it's very uncomfortable. Even, like, guy friends that I've had or anything, it's very uncomfortable to watch men cry. And if you're sexually attracted to them and they cry in front of you, I think it really just, in a sense, gives you an ick. I mean, if it's your man that's supporting you and supposed to protect you and then you're watching them break down and cry, it's kind of like, okay, well, if you're fearing for our security, well, then now I no longer feel secure. And it's kind of like you're depending on the man to keep you feeling secure. So if they're breaking down and crying in front of you, then you kind of lose that secureness. And I mean, like, yeah, is there a few women out there that would be okay with that? But I mean, the majority of women want a masculine and dominant man. And I mean, the exception to the rule is those that are okay with a beta and a simp. And if that's what you like, then that's what you like. And it's okay for them to cry in front of you because you're okay with that. But
And sorry, and what you said before, my dad, never seen him cry.
Same.
What was beautiful about him not crying was a family member in our family died. What was beautiful was watching him hold my mom.
Why is he not allowed to show emotions?
Yeah, no,
if
I
his
never said he
parent is
wasn't
gone?
allowed. I
Yeah.
said it was
But, like, what is
beautiful to
beautiful
see
about him
how
holding
he
it back?
controlled his emotions
Right.
for his wife.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's a rock.
He had that shit inside for her.
That sounds like he went
Thank
through a
you.
lot of
Thank you
pain
for
to
that.
just keep that in and feel lonely.
But he had to be there to
Ladies,
support her.
ladies,
Does he really
before
have
we
to
all get
do
it
that
too
to be
emotional, we got to do
disrespected?
some super chats. We got to pay some bills out here. Respect to everybody out there doing the super chats. We'll answer them again at the end of the show. Natalia, I've been fucking teaching you how to read. You're cleaning your ass up, girl. You're doing great. Hooked on Phonics work for you. That sponsored the show tonight. Nat, let's read some super chats. What are they? Is it 20 and up or 50 and up?
Nat. Nat, I can relate.
I know you can. I get compared to you all
Hey,
the time.
it's okay.
It's
Even he
okay.
taught you.
Once in a while, man. Once in a while. Yeah.
All right, Nat.
Okay.
Steal the
All right,
show, girl.
Let's get into it. Thank you all for the super chats tonight. We appreciate all of them, from the dollars to the 20 to the 100 to the 1,000. But we're gonna go through 20s and above.
Look at Chris with the Henny in the back. All right, buddy. I see you.
Got him too.
Cheers to you, Chris. By the way, we got about a half hour left. Last couple questions, and then everyone can have bathroom breaks. The party goes on.
Yes.
So thank you for bearing with us, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
America.
Alrighty, so we have the first one, various layers. CEO Network, let's go. Big bossing. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Fred and
shout out to
Myron. Then we have Prince J. Destiny is walking red flag. It's gonna make it hard to watch. Then we have another one from Crentis the dentist. Oh man, too many girls. My head hurts already. Love PPD and Fresh and Fit though. I love the content for both channels. Then we have the white supremacist Myron. Yo, Adam, let me come on. I gotta read the names. Then we have Yo, Adam, let me come on the show and cook. And then we have I did edit. Can Myron say the catchphrase from the past couple days begins with F and has a G at the end in a T?
Oh, no.
No?
The F word.
No, we're on YouTube.
Maggots. There you go.
We're on YouTube.
You think Alba and Preach are watching right now?
They probably are.
Any Alba and Preach fans out there? Apple and Peach fans out there? Okay.
Innocent Screech.
Funny story. When Mo came to us, he was a big supporter of them. And, you know, he was at his fattest and one of his lowest times. Then he got with us. What was the first thing I told you, Mo, when you walked off the elevator and I met you?
He said, goddamn, nigga, fat shit.
And then ever since then, he's lost over 100 pounds, man. Like over here at Fresh Fit, we actually get results.
And also, just so you guys know. Mo is a man of God, of course, but he's also a sniper behind the scenes. He's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Mo got it.
Over here on this
Big
side
boys
of the
need love
internet,
too.
We don't react. We proactively make content over here.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Nat, keep going.
Alrighty, and then we have Josh G, $50. We appreciate you. Women are more emotional because they use the right side of the brain more than the left side, which is where emotions reside. They have periods, which produces estrogen in their bodies. Estrogen produces changes in hormones, which in turn causes mood swings. Then we have another one. We have John. Ask Myron why he was on Sneako's stream with Clan Hood and saying disgusting statements. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
well, hey, man, go on Rumble, guys, for the unedited version, man. 10 toes down on those fucking losers.
Then we have the next one by Brick Top. I respect your style, but you're rich. You must be a rich to get the bitch. Philosophy doesn't apply to 90% of the men and women. This is a rich person problem. Feels like y'all need to do some ayahuasca and learn love.
What the fuck?
Yes, do drugs.
I don't know about
That will
doing
help.
drugs, guys.
Good solution, man. Yeah. Do drugs.
Then we have Vincent. Ladies, what are your opinion on mergers and acquisitions? I'm not sure if you want to answer that. Don't know.
Let's see what he did there.
Okay. Then we have heavy metal Ho-Top Henderson. Shout out to my boys Myron and Fresh, the real kings of value content of everyday living. If the haters think we're over here busting grapes, then you haven't met the apes. If you know, you know. Then we have the next one, PJ Devo. Big fan of Fresh and Fit fans. Since I started listening to you guys, I've completed 75 hard challenge, began investing, and signed up for Hustlers University. Just celebrated my 28th birthday Monday, and the goal is millionaire by 30. Don D. Congrats.
Good
bro.
stuff, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Wait. Read this one right here.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, shut up. Watching Malia get whooped is bringing joy. Why you make me read that? Okay, we're gonna skip that one. And then we have the next one, Driven. Shout out to Fresh and Fit for helping me get through the hardest times. I am a man. I am today because of them. Congrats.
Shout out to you, man. That's how we do it.
Shout out to you, bro.
Awesome. And then we have Dark Daddy Dirty. I was making $35,000 and disrespected my wife 2 years ago. After you guys, I am now making $75,000 and my wife knows she's replaceable. $100,000 salary forecast in 3 more years. I owe gentlemen deeply. Thank you.
There you go, man.
Okay. Then we have, okay, so now we're going to go to 50 and up, right? Okay, 50 and up. So we're going to go to Uncle Luke. I saw you in here, Uncle Luke. I saw you. Shout out to you boys, Fresh and Fit, up in the B. Wish I was there to believe that. I thought I saw you here. But this is an awesome collaboration on the Saucecast podcast. Hopefully you guys can do this kind of event again because this is lit. Keep up the great work.
Who wants to see something like this again? Okay. I think the people want it.
Yeah, I think so.
We got to give them what they want.
Last
you need more seats.
Last few, and I think these usernames are killing me. Fresh Balls said.
Shout out to Fresh Balls, man. He's still here.
Okay. Just so you know, guys, that is not me. I don't know who that is.
You guys are so funny. He said,
Stop the cap.
He said, you can be a man of God tonight, Fresh. Save your strength. Next week is cheeks galore. All right, Fresh Balls. Then we have another one. It's in Chinese. I'm not too sure actually how to read that one. It's, huh? Kevin from Taiwan here. Question for Myron. What happens if you were paralyzed from an accident and you were unable to take care of your wives or present value to them? Are they free to leave or will you expect them to stay and take care of you?
They're free to leave. I understand that as a man, my duty is to provide and protect, and if I can no longer provide that, then I'm virtually useless, and that's just the cold, hard reality of the world.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wheel you around, bro. The Fresh is gonna do it for you.
Like that's I understand, bro. Full
I'm gone.
You know, and this is how it is in the animal kingdom. If she stays, that'd be awesome, but I'm not gonna sit there and expect it. Whenever you have expectations, that's when you set yourself up for failure. What do I talk about? Mitigate risk. That's why you must be successful, because the world is a cold, hard place. And once you understand women, you're not going to hate them because you just know how they move. And it's really on you.
Admitting it takes a real man to admit that.
Yeah.
Because most guys would be like, oh, she should stay with me. Or, no, he's stating the hardcore facts. Most women will probably leave your ass.
Yep.
A good one will stick around.
Yeah.
And those women are rare.
The most dangerous words are should, could, and would.
Yeah.
It needs to be what is.
Damn.
Seriously.
Nat?
That's it for the 50 and up chats. Thank you for those chats. We'll be reading the rest of them later. Make sure you guys subscribe to both the channels, Fresh and Fit, Valuetainment. We appreciate you guys. Like the video. Who's excited to be here? Come on, guys. Here we go. Take it away.
Yeah. Show some love. By the way, if the Valuetainment audience is out here and you haven't subscribed to Fresh and Fit, show some love. Subscribe to Fresh and Fit. If you're a Valuetainer, show them some love. If you're a Fresh and Fit fan and you're here for Valuetainment for the first time, give a like, show some love. We got Myron, we got Fresh out here. Give it up for these guys for being here. And give it up for the beautiful ladies that are here. Yes, even Melina. Give it up.
It's
We do appreciate you in all your beauty and all your glory and even in all your delusion.
You love melt time, huh? You do.
What did I tell you about talking when I'm talking, though? Frank? We need a Frank situation. Okay. All right. Last couple questions, and we'll wrap up, and then we're going to get a party started for the VIPs in the back. So, I want to talk about something a little, maybe something a little more that Fresh is into these days. I don't know. Love, You know, it's a 4-letter word.
This guy, bro.
Just love, marriage. You know, that's the next phase. I'm looking for love in my life. Whether I get married or not, I don't know. The government probably not, but I think we all want love. You were on an episode of Grillin' with Cheyenne recently.
Yeah.
And you guys had a conversation about a 4-letter word known as LOVE.
Yeah.
Love, right? You said you're never going to fall in love with a woman. You touched on that earlier.
Yeah.
Nat, let's play this clip and let's talk about it on the other side.
When on women is going to change the moment you meet the right woman. Yeah.
That's cute, but no. I mean, I have I've had love for women, but I'm never gonna fall in love with a woman, because when you fall in love with a woman, what happens is you start to lose grounding and you start to lose that rational thought. A lot of the stupid things that men do is because of love.
So you're scared to be vulnerable.
No.
And let yourself go and be in love. Like you're gonna block yourself from emotion and to feel for something that could be really amazing for you because you're scared to be vulnerable.
No, because I understand that men and women are different, and men love women far differently than women love men. Men love women for real. Women love men.
Women love men for real.
No, they don't. Women love men under the premise that they provide value. Men love women idealistically. Women tend to love men more from an opportunistic standpoint.
And your standpoint on women.
Okay. Dude, you've spit so much game in your day, both of you guys. One of my favorite things that you said is that women love idealistically. I'm sorry, men love idealistically, women love opportunistically.
Yeah.
Fully co-sign on that, fully understand that if you're not providing value to a relationship, if you're not being that, man who checks off all the boxes, good looking, funny, attractive, smart, cool, good with the kids, good with the mom, but be nice, but not too nice, be rough, but don't be too rough, I don't want to end up in jail. There's so many different situations a guy has to bring to the table, whereas a guy's just like, listen, be hot, don't give me a fucking headache, and just be an asset, not a liability. Yeah. So I see all the ladies like, yeah. The concept of love, the concept of a woman loving opportunistically, a man loving idealistically. Break that down and let's see what the ladies have to say.
So I always say that the girl has to like the guy more, and it's acceptable for the woman to be head over heels over the man, but the man can't be the same way. And the reason why the woman needs to be infatuated with you and deep in love is because you need to overcorrect for the current sexual marketplace disparity. What do I mean by this? I mean women have far more options than men do. If you take a celebrity guy that checks off a bunch of boxes, he doesn't even have a fraction of the options that an average woman has, okay? And this has been shown on dating apps, on social media, etc. It's a fact. This isn't even like an opinion. So for you to overcorrect for the abundance of options that women have, she must literally damn near worship the ground that you walk on so that you can keep her loyal, okay? And the only way you're gonna do that is she needs to be head over heels over you. And women are emotional creatures and they're controlled by their emotions. So she must love you more than you love her, and she must be infatuated with you for it to work, especially in 2023 when they have all these things going on that could come in and fuck up your relationship. You got fear of missing out, you got Instagram, you have this certain lifestyle that's purported to young women that they can go out there and have it all, have a career, get a Chad and all this other stuff. To overcorrect for all the fuckery that's going on, the breakdown of family, the breakdown of religion, the breakdown of institutions that used to shame promiscuity, none of these buffers, aka training wheels, are in place anymore. So the only weapon you have as a man is your masculinity and your ability to garner respect from your woman to the point where other guys are invisible. So she must love you more than you love her. She must feel like she has the prize. She must be head over heels for you, especially in 2023.
Gotcha. What do you want to add to that, Fred?
I would say that is definitely true. However, I think most guys don't understand how much of a full package you have to be. So for example, guys are focused on game only, or focus on money only, or focus on looks only. And that plays a role, but you need all three. And for the most part, if a woman's gonna love you, she needs to respect you. But respect comes with you becoming that man of value, which means, once again, working on all three. And once you become that man, then she can finally respect you and give you that love.
The hotter the girl is, the higher level Pokemon she is, which means you need to command and have more badges, okay? That you beat more gym leaders, you've accomplished more things in life for her to take you seriously. If you're a bum and you only, got a pewter gym badge, right? Shout out to all my Pokemon people out there. You beat Brock, right? And you get a level 70, Charizard. You say flamethrower is gonna go to sleep, not gonna take you seriously. That's how hot women are. When women have more options they behave differently. Or when the more attractive a woman is, the more she can command from a man. So if you're not that guy, you're gonna deal with it somehow. I've seen plenty of guys that have been with, how'd that guy get that fucking girl? She's really hot. Let's say he was extremely.
I see it all the time in Miami, yeah.
Right? But
Pete Davidson, hello, what is going on there?
Long, right? Like he'll get the girl because of his charm or his looks, but it doesn't last long because he's not able to provide security. Or the more common one, ugly dude, no frame, has money, gets the girl, but she walks all over him. She's going out with her girls. Yeah. She's fucking other guys. She looks at him as a placeholder boyfriend. I want guys to not be the placeholder. I want you to be the holder.
And here's the benefit. Here's the benefit of that.
Yeah. By the way, I just got to tell you something. I've agreed with everything you said all day today, other than I had no clue you were going with the Pokemon thing. I've never played Pokemon. I don't know.
That's fine.
Pokemon?
So basically, you gotta beat people, get gym badges, and that will increase your ability to control Pokemon so that they listen to you when you say certain things.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to dap you up here.
That's okay. Sorry. It's all good, man.
And I was saying, right,
fresh.
Ultimately, here's the benefit for a guy. If you become that guy of value that a woman actually wants, she can't even see other guys. Which means if she really loves you, she wouldn't even want to fuck other people. Which means she won't cheat on you because you're that guy for her.
I'll put it this way. This is gonna be fucked up, but here's a new one for y'all. Valuetainment only. All right. A woman's like a horse almost. All right.
Oh shit.
The higher your value is, the stronger the blinders are, where she can only see forward. The lower value you are, the more you don't have blinders on her. Yeah. And I don't say that to be an asshole or whatever, but the men are in here, so I need to display it in a way that you guys understand, because men and women are very different. Men operate really well with analogies. So the higher value, those blinders are fucking nice and strong, dark. She can only see ahead, and that's with you in the front. However, when your value is low, she has no blinders. She can see left, right, etc. Oh, that leader looks better over there. Wait, he has other horses with him? What the fuck? That bitch's mane looks good. I want that. She gonna go somewhere else. So your value needs to stay high all the time, guys, so those blinders are always focused on you.
Respect. By the way, ladies, let's run through this real quick. Back to your initial point where you think that the woman needs to be more in love with the man, that the man needs to be more in love with the woman, correct? Yeah. Ladies, and again, for the ladies who like being diplomatic, you have to pick one. Don't be like, we want to both be in love at the same time. I get it, Melina. I already know what you're going to answer. Do you want to be more in love with the man, or do you want him to be more in love with you? Go.
I have to be more in love with him so I can be submissive, serve him, and do really anything he asks me to do.
Okay.
It's also the same.
Same answer?
Same answer.
Okay. Miss Maria?
Same.
Same. Okay. Sarah?
I hate to say it, but yeah, I want to be more in love with him. Because I'm changing as I grow, and I'm okay with that.
Look at that. She's learning on the go. Melina?
This is a stupid question.
Oh, God, no.
I'm sorry. This is a stupid question.
Okay, so what's your answer?
I don't think I have one. I think I want it to be equal. Can I say that?
No. Bruh.
Why would I want to have a difference? Like either I feel like a loser, or I'm not like attracted to him. Which one should I pick? Like
next. Why are you wasting time?
I'm more in
on
love
her,
with
Adam?
my man.
What's that?
More in love with my man.
You want to be more in love with your man. Give me your name again one more time.
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Okay. Amy the Aussie. What do you pick?
I'd say the same thing. I think in order to induce those desirable qualities in a relationship, I think it's very difficult to do if the man is more into the woman than the other way around.
Okay. And you again?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah. I want to be more in love. I want to feel like I'm literally going to die without you. Like I cannot function without my man.
Wow. Gigi?
I agree.
You agree?
Yes, definitely more in love.
Okay. Don't pull a Melina. Answer the question.
No, I love being in love, and I do, I think relationships where the woman is more in love last longer.
Okay.
Yeah, but he still needs to put me on a fucking pedestal, you know?
We're going to break her one of these days. Ladies on the couch, let's get them on the screen as well.
So in order for the relationship to succeed long term, the woman has to be more in love with the man. And the statistics that show that 80 to 90% of the separations are initiated by women show that as fact.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all are gonna hate me. Y'all are gonna hate me, but I feel like
merch.
I feel like the guy should love more than the woman, because you have to show your interest.
Period, queen. You go, girl.
All right, next.
Well, let me ask her a question.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fair to say that the interest is already shown because he's approaching you, he's providing for you, he's leading you? Wouldn't it be kind of already implied that you don't need to do that?
Yeah, and I can show him my affection for what he's doing for me.
She don't need no man.
Okay, that's fine. I'd rather be a successful woman.
Go, queen.
Period. But if
would you rather be? I don't think she answered that question earlier. What's her name again, by the way?
My name is Mulan Monet.
Queen.
Mulan Monet. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Mulan.
But yeah,
would you rather be single and successful?
Yeah,
single and successful, or a happily married housewife?
I'd rather be single and successful.
All right.
Because.
How old are you again?
I'm 27.
All right. You got about 3 years until epiphany phase. Go ahead. Next. This is a question about love, and you're loving your man, him loving you.
For me, it has to be that there has to be a love to God first before any of us can actually create
Now, this ain't a
marriage.
religious show. We're not doing this.
No,
all right?
I understand.
Okay.
But in order for each person to love one another, each person has to love God, so that way that marriage or that relationship can move forward. Because without the love of God, it's not sustainable at the end. Okay. So it's about bringing the values, bringing the norm, and yeah, moving forward with God.
So what's the answer to the question? After God gives his blessing on your marriage?
Then my parents.
Okay. All right, next.
Yes.
Next.
Are you doing too much?
Yeah.
Come on.
You're doing too much. She loves God, her parents forget about her man. Go ahead.
I definitely agree that the woman needs to love more the man, just because, especially with modern society, you need to be submissive and trying to battle that masculine energy. Love needs to be above. So.
Enzo.
So you agree? So real quick, so you agree that we have a lot of distractions that like kind of take women out of the mindset that they need to be the best girlfriend?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay, keep going.
I feel as though it's like. I feel as though as long as I'm loving you in the way that you feel loved and respected, then you're good. And as long as you're loving me in the way that I feel loved and respected, then we're good. It's not a matter as who loves more who. That's not to me. So.
I mean, here's the thing. With any relationship, one party always has to care more than the other. So let's be honest here. Who has to care more for it to work? The man or the woman?
A woman. Because it takes more out of a woman to show that.
Okay.
Thank you. Next.
I could see both sides, but I would say that a woman should love the man more, especially in the beginning, because if you have a dude that's like straight simping over you, it's definitely a turnoff. But later on, the simping could be good if you're in a relationship and everything, but definitely the woman, because women are going to get turned off by a man who's too eager and emotional.
Who do people tell you look like, by the way?
Christina Ricci.
Christina, okay.
And what's that other girl?
Kind of getting some Lana Del Rey vibes, but anyway, moving on.
Billie Eilish, Lana Del.
Oh,
I get like
okay.
everything, but mainly Christina Ricci.
Okay.
So, thank you, though.
You're welcome.
I see Billie with the highlights.
No, I'm not hitting on the girl. I just maybe I am. You never know.
I definitely need to love harder, love more than the male in my relationships.
Okay.
If I love my man more, I'll be able to put my all into it and make him happy. So the woman should love more.
I need to be in love more.
The lawyer. Well, according to Tort 47, the law school that I'm in right now, love is actually peripheral. Anyway, go ahead.
Because she's an attorney.
Well, I was gonna say that women love more, but after Myron, you just worded it saying who cares more, and I think this whole entire night we've been talking about how men are the leaders and men are the ones that take care of and provide and this and that. So shouldn't men love more? I'm just. Because I know you guys. I know. No.
Let me ask you a question.
If men are putting their ass on the line and they're gonna protect us and they're gonna be like, if it's a dangerous situation or you're gonna put the family first and stuff, shouldn't you guys love more? If we're opportunists.
Man's already doing everything.
Exactly.
The least we can do is love.
All right. Look. All right, so
if women are opportunists and men are idealists, then men technically love more.
no, I disagree with that because even a guy that doesn't know you, that doesn't have any type of allegiance to you, will still show you some level of chivalry or damn near being a simp without you doing anything for it.
So that's the man that's going to put me and my family first?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that okay, let me ask you this. Who appreciates being simped on more, men or women?
I think men.
That is such a freaking good question, by the way.
Because, and I'm going somewhere with that. If you get something all the time, it has no value. Okay? The reason why the woman needs to care more is because we're already operating from a deficit as a man. You're already getting simps hitting you up. You're already getting, opportunities. You're already getting guys willing to spend money on you, protect and provide for you for nothing more. Hold on. But the point is that women don't appreciate chivalry anymore, which is why I said chivalry is dead. So to overcorrect for this crazy discrepancy in 2023, the woman must care more about the man because, quite frankly, I hate to say it like this, women are terrible people when they have leverage. They don't appreciate things because they're given everything for simply existing, and I don't blame you guys for it. If I was 18 years old, having bad chicks willing to fly me out to LA to hang out with them or being invited on yacht rides or being invited to Dubai, whatever, for nothing more than the fact that I have a penis, I'd be a piece of shit too. But since I understand this, I know that men, right, need to be in a position where the girl likes him more to overcorrect for all the things that men have, for all the discrepancies I just mentioned, the severe deficit in the dating marketplace. Because you get all the things I mentioned just now for free. So women don't appreciate simps, but men do. That's why. You're going to get good treatment if you simp on your man, but he's not going to get good treatment if he simps on you.
Gotcha. Let me just, if I can, just give a quick, very tangible example. All three of us had to put in years of work, thousands of video, millions of dollars we've all made, just for the chance for the three of us to be on this stage hosting a show and being special guests. What have you guys done to be on the show?
Message
What have you guys?
see.
Yeah, all we had to do is to get you amazing girls on the show was say, hey, we're doing a show. We need a bunch of girls. We got 50 women to say yes, and we picked 20 of you. And thank you guys for being here. But the qualifications and the standards to get on this fucking stage are very, very high if you're the dude, and not so high if you're the female. I'm sorry to say.
Well, no one wants to admit this, but in 2023, women live life on easy mode because women are able to simultaneously double dip and act like a lady and get certain privileges, be treated like a lady, while also being able to be in their masculine and chase a career, etc. And I'll take it a step further. If they do decide to chase that career, a masculine one at that, they have an inherent advantage. I saw that interview that you had with those two FBI agents. This is true. If you work in a masculine dominant field, women are promoted at a higher level, especially in male dominated fields. Like, we have affirmative action here, and women have all the same rights and privileges that men do while having female privileges that men will never enjoy. So the reality is life is easier for women in 2023.
There's a reason why a woman can make $1 million on OnlyFans, and there's 1.47 million women.
Because men give it to them. Because men give it to them.
You guys don't get to do that. You guys had to work very hard to get where you are. So we're not equal.
She had something in the back. Sorry?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Someone
Janelle.
was trying to say something in the back.
Yeah, I just think
Please.
you say, well, women don't have to do anything to get this opportunity to be on this stage, but I think it's because you successful men are giving us those opportunities. You men are sexualizing us and you want us in the clubs, you want us at your table, you want us here, so we're here.
That's the point.
Awesome, and thank you for being here.
And here's the thing: we're not insulting you for taking the opportunity. I'm simply acknowledging that the opportunity exists.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And by the way, how many female podcasts do you see 3 females and 30 dudes up on stage being like, yeah, I'm out here, just a dude, looking to have an opportunity. You don't see it.
Here's the thing too, Adam, I don't know if you noticed it, right?
Yeah.
Because what she just said was, the men are the ones inviting us and giving us these opportunities, etc. I always say on the show, privilege is invisible to those that have it. She said that knowing, right? Like it didn't even come to her mind that I'm getting these privileges because I'm a woman. She went ahead and said it anyway. It actually made your argument weaker. But women don't see it because privilege is invisible to them because it's so common. This is why I tell y'all, Women live life on easy mode, so the only thing that they're going to respect is when they actually have to work for something, and that needs to be your validation, your attention, and your time.
I mean, you're kind of using us as decoration, you know.
Decoration.
It's like
that still does
more
not
an opportunity for you
but
too, you know.
Not really.
I didn't know there would be this many women, and wouldn't have enough time to like.
That proves
speak
my point
mind.
that there's many of you, but one of me.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like the things that make a woman attractive are extremely common.
But maybe a woman that had a podcast would choose the same amount of men, so that
you want to hear
men
something funny?
can speak just
I've
as
deep
much
dived on
as
this.
women.
All the top podcasts, male dominated.
Yeah, I'm not saying that women are doing more podcasts.
No, but I'm just saying, and here's the thing, when women do have podcasts, I mean, I think of like one successful one, they might bring a guy on here and there, but they're not bringing random guys. The guys have to have status to be able to come on.
Yeah. But so what's your point?
Free advice for the ladies out there. Start a podcast, start a podcast, and invite a bunch of random dudes on, and see how many dudes just show up to your podcast. You should start it.
Right.
Again,
okay. Let me know how that works out for you.
I'm getting a red pill right now.
Yeah.
Like, the girls are saying things that quite literally prove what we're saying, that women have privilege. And they don't even realize that what you're saying is privileged. You're saying, well, we're here for decoration.
Yeah,
yes.
Literally.
In other words, you don't have to bring value to be here.
Yo,
do you know? I mean, privilege.
Like, am I the only person that sees this?
Now, what I will say, what I will say is this: is that when you show up as quote unquote decoration, how you handle yourself
1000%.
is a very true testament to what you like. For instance, Janelle's had some amazing answers. Melina, very opinionated. I don't know how the audience feels about Melina, but the girl in the blue, amazing answers. This girl over here, like how you handle yourself accordingly, like will dictate your value beyond just being eye candy.
Too much is given, much is required.
So,
and if I
feel
like a decoration,
real quick. What's your name? Louis. I guarantee you, right? If you had a chance to sit right here, would you? See, he wants to sit here, but he's not here. Why? He's not a woman. So for you, you should be glad to be here.
Right.
Opportunity. That's
I'm
it.
only here because of destiny.
So there's a habit.
We all know that.
Man. So you know, men have to work far harder to get certain things that women get for free. That's just the reality. Women don't get boats and put a bunch of 18-year-old dudes on there. Men work really hard for 18 years to be able to purchase the boat so that the 18-year-old girls want to come, the 19-year-old girls want to come, etc. The 21-year-olds, whatever it is, right? Men have to bring value to get attention or even be seen by women, but women don't have to bring value on the other end. And here's the other thing too. There's a saying. Someone here could probably help me with this one in Spanish. The quieter you are, the more beautiful you are, right? Somebody got it?
Angie got it.
Angie got it? Angie, say it really loud for the audience. There you go. Now they're going to be quiet after that.
Claro.
But the thing is, this guy fucking clout. But the thing is, right? Why is it that that's a universal saying in all the different Latin countries? Why is it that, you know, men like quiet women, right? We've been saying that for years, whatever. Because women aren't valued on their opinions, unfortunately.
No, it's because you can't take pushback.
Oh, bro.
How many times has Adam told me to shut up because he doesn't like the pushback? Why is Steven not here? Because you don't like the pushback.
It's not about...
No, it's not about that.
I don't think she can cook. I don't think she can cook.
Work hard to get the teenagers.
I don't know about all that, buddy. I don't know about all that. I'm not co-signing on that statement.
You guys love the young ones to try to trap them.
The thing you don't understand is that pushing back is an inherently masculine trait, which is cool if you want to make money and be assertive and be dominant. But most guys aren't gay, so they don't want to date themselves. They want the opposites. Would you like it if I showed up on Saturdays and wore heels?
Sure, why not?
That's because she pegged her husband.
That answers
But
itself.
okay, women, so that's a
okay, we
different
have
thing.
one
But
girl.
here's the thing.
Listen. We have one girl that wants to make an
proves my
opinion.
point, Adam.
Melina, you've spoken more than any girl on the stage by fucking
I've been
far.
quiet for like an hour here.
And that's why everyone's having a great time.
Make your
point. Go ahead. So the heels thing, you were trying to respond to that. I said, would you want a guy that would, like, if I...
She said yes.
Pushback in
She
heels
said yes.
is the same thing, is it? I don't think that's what it is. If I say that
I want someone to push me, like in conversation, to push me as a person or challenge me. That's different from like someone showing up in heels.
Well, here's the thing. If you have to push your man, you lost.
He's not a man.
Because you can help each other out. That's clearly something that, of course you can.
No.
Of course you can.
If a girl has to push her man, see, the thing with men is that it needs to be inherent in you to want to work hard. You need to be self-driven. That's your job as the man.
Yeah.
Okay? If my girl needs to push me to become better, then I'm just a bitch.
Why is that a bad
you can
thing?
only push him
like,
for
you
so
don't need,
long.
I'm not saying that you need to be a complete mess that can't do anything, but like some sort of motivation
You wanted
from time
him
to
in
time.
heels.
Are you gonna
What is
push him for
actually
the rest
wrong
of your
with that?
life?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
right?
This is
Like
my
I want
point.
someone to push me.
I use
and
that
I want to push
analogy.
someone as
Let me
well.
explain what I mean by that. I use that analogy of heels. It flew right over your head. The reason why I asked you that question is, would you accept me if I wore heels?
If you're
saying yes to be funny. You would not accept a feminine man, so why should I accept a masculine woman that wants to push back on me?
Right. I think that you can
Very
be. I think
good
you can be.
point,
I
ladies and
think
gentlemen.
you admitting that you're wrong and stepping down and trying to learn from your mistakes is a feminine trait because you need to be submissive into form to like keep going. Because you're stepping down. You're admitting to being a failure because you can move on.
I don't
right?
think she
That's a
understands
feminine trait.
because
That's a
I mean,
feminine
let's
trait.
be
I
honest,
would
she
say.
pegs her husband.
I would absolutely call it that way. And having someone tell you that you're wrong
Why are you
is
trying
going
to
to
turn
motivate
men
you
into
to
women,
the truth.
bro? Like, calm
Right?
down. Put your dick away.
All right, listen, guys. Hold on, guys. I would love to do this Melina thing for another 10 hours. We have to wrap up in 15
She's
minutes.
arguing in bad faith.
We have to wrap up in 15 minutes, and I want to get one more thing, and I want to get some super chats. We have one girl that wants to make a statement. I said I would do that. We'll move on to the last topic.
Thank you. All I want to say is that modern women right now are having a victim mentality, a mentality that is towards entitlement, towards disrespecting men primarily. And I'm saying this as someone who was born and raised in Colombia, who came here and saw the cultural differences of how the values have shifted towards disrespecting, towards treating you guys incorrectly, and at the same time, compromising who we are as women. Because we have to take care of ourselves. We have to value ourselves, and we shouldn't be giving ourselves just to anyone. So that's all I gotta say. Value yourself, love yourself, so that way you can have a better future.
Respect. Okay. All right.
Last thoughts?
Here, well, we got one more clip. So we talked about, this whole thing talked about love and, finding love. And then, after love comes, some may say, marriage. Love and marriage and the baby carriage, that whole thing. So last time you guys were on my show, we talked about what a man should do, what things a man must accomplish before he considers getting married. We had that whole conversation. And, of course, Ben Shapiro got wind of it and weighed in on it. Now, Ben Shapiro and I, although both being Jewish, could have not have any more different lifestyles as it possibly is.
Them boys in the house.
Them boys.
Them boys.
The boys are here. Okay? So he weighed in on your thoughts on marriage.
Yeah.
And I'm more on the Myron school of things than the Ben Shapiro school of things. So we have this clip teed up. Go ahead.
In today's day and age, you shouldn't be getting married until you're at least 35.
That was my next question for you. As a man, what age should you consider getting married?
So I have, this is my thing that I tell guys.
Yeah.
I think 35 years old, had slept with at least 50 women, 100K per year, you're in shape, and you got 6 months to 1 year of savings.
All right, done. I got to get married. I've done all that. That's easy.
Here's the Republic right there. So that is a recipe for a terrible marriage, by the way, guys. Waiting until you're 35 and have slept with 50 women, that is a terrible recipe for marriage by every available data point. It turns out that you are much better in terms of getting married if you get married younger, if you do not have a wide variety of sexual partners.
For
All stuff
women.
about, being in shape and having money and all the rest. Like, you should try to do that, generally speaking. But this notion that you wait until you're 35, you've already made a bevy of mistakes that have shaped your character and made you much more rigid as a person, and that you should have had a basis of comparison in terms of sex of dozens and dozens and dozens of women. No, the data do not support this, and it's stupid.
I say all the time.
So, how many people agree with Ben Shapiro on this, by the way? Okay. How many people agree with myself and Myron on this? Okay. All right.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know some people are going to say you're just making and coping, trying to find a way to have sex with a bunch of girls. So let me ask the ladies a question. Average 25-year-old woman went to college in the United States. okay? What do you think the average body count is? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your peers or women that you know, not you. Okay, on average, what do you think it is? We'll start right here and then work our way.
On average, I think it's
25-year-old girl, went to college, has a job.
It's in that 20 to 50 range, somewhere in that. I
know 20 to 50 bodies?
Yeah.
She said, what about you?
I would say the same
because I just looked this stat up.
20 to 50?
Yeah, I would say the same because the people I surrounded myself with.
What about you?
The question is, an average 25-year-old woman?
Average 25-year-old woman,
Went to
how many
college.
sexual partners do you think they have by the time they're 25 years old in the United
That
States?
went to college.
That went to college. It was to keep it simple, right?
Average
or we can
20
say didn't go to college, whatever.
25-year-old woman in America.
25-year-old girl in the United States. This could go based off your peers.
You're saying 20 plus.
You've been around.
You're saying 20 plus.
30 to 50.
She said 20
30 to 50.
I said 20 to 50.
Wow, I gotta hear these
What do you
answers.
think?
Go ahead.
Well, from 3 to 10.
3 to 10? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
No, I would say 10.
10? Okay.
3 to 10-ish, probably.
3 to 10. Okay.
7.
7?
Yeah, I'd say the average about 10.
Ladies, one more time. This is not you. I'm
Yeah.
talking about your peers, girls you know, a conglomerate of all the females in your life that you've come across or you've known.
Yeah, I'm definitely not talking about myself.
Okay. You said what? 3 to 10? Okay.
Just say a number, guys. Yeah, it's
35.
3 to 10 thing. Is
35.
Like
35?
35.
25.
I've never even heard a girl admit 20. Not one single woman I've ever met in my entire life. We know a girl under-exaggerate their numbers, though, right? 10 to 20, probably.
Okay.
Okay. Girls on the couch?
Sadly, I know women that have had a body count of over 100. So
That's the average, though, really?
Well, we're saying average. I think you're talking average. You think it's 100?
Average is 100.
She said 100?
You're all lying.
Did she say 100?
We can say 80.
Shout out to Colombia in the house. What's up?
Wait. Hold on.
We're talking about the United States, right?
What?
I went to
Yeah,
school
we're talking
here.
about we're talking about the United
Jesus.
States, not Colombia, where prostitution
No,
is very
I went to school here. Yeah. I went to Tulane.
20?
And I would say average ballpark 80.
Damn. Okay. All right. What?
I would
going
say
somewhere
about,
with
Everyone in this house is lying
I'm going
except
somewhere
me.
with this.
I would say
All right, what about
about
you?
20.
What about you? How many you think the average woman? How many?
About 20.
20. Cool. What about you?
They're too religious.
Average, I
Yeah.
would say it's safe to say 30.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Who else? Yep.
A
What do you
number
think?
that seems like normal is like probably 40.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
Not me.
Yeah. Remember, ladies, it's average. Oh, what about you?
I wouldn't know what to say, but from the last time I went to school that I socialized with people my age, I would say maybe 20
Okay.
is the average.
Okay. Who else? Is there anybody else left?
Yeah, so many people that I know have been in their 40s, so.
Okay.
Yeah, wow.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
21.
21. All right.
I'm going to say 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
24. Okay.
Maybe like in their 20s.
In their 20s. Okay.
3 to 10s.
3 to 10. Okay.
5 to 20.
20. Okay.
I would have to say about 30.
30. Okay.
The average is herpes.
Now, with a show of hands, ladies, right? Okay. So it seems to me from all of your different answers, let's go ahead and peg it around 20, right? Would it be fair to say 20 to 25
No
here?
way.
From everybody's answers, if I'm going to go ahead and average it out. So let's say it's around 20 to 25. Let me ask you this. For a relationship to last, who has to be more sexually experienced in the relationship, the man or the woman?
Man.
Okay, raise the hands if you think the man needs to be more sexually experienced for the relationship to work. Raise the hands nice and high. Nice and high. I want to see what the thing is. Okay, so that's the majority. Now, just out of curiosity, who thinks the woman needs to be more sexually experienced for the relationship to work? Raise the hands. Nobody? That's why you need to fuck 50 bitches. Like, bro, people think
That
I'm
was
just
easy.
over here. People think I'm just over here being a dickhead or being a misogynist, whatever. By their own answers, the average girl has a high body count. By their own accord, the man needs to be more sexually experienced. So It is what it is.
But a
I'm
lot
telling
of
you guys
guys
to
don't
acclimate to
care
the
about
current sexual
women being
marketplace.
good in bed, right?
But we care
Can I
about
just
men
finish
being
my
good in
sentence real
bed.
fast?
We're wrapping up.
You need to acclimate to the current sexual marketplace, guys.
By the way, if that wasn't a drop the mic moment, I don't know what was.
And
Melina
Okay.
has something. Go ahead.
it doesn't seem like a lot of men care about it, right? A lot of men don't care about women being good in bed at all.
But women care about men being good in bed. That's the point.
Yeah,
what
but
I just
but I
said,
don't.
yeah.
But it's only because men care about the status of fucking women. That's what it
And the
is.
stat is 19. I actually looked it up before the show.
You just
for
gotta
women.
focus on what you want to
19.
get.
I don't
if you
even
want
think that
men,
men
you
really
take
do like
advice from
sex.
men.
I think it's just nice to say that you've fucked a lot of people. That's what it seems like only men care about. Absolutely. Because you would rather pick a girl
Yo, moderators.
that
Don't you and your
you
husband
would
fuck
rather pick a
everybody
girl with no sexual
openly,
experience
freely?
at all.
Well, if you
Look,
chase men,
it's very simple.
Eric.
Since the beginning of time, men have preferred virgins.
Andres.
I don't make the rules. I just report
boring,
them.
isn't it?
Where's Eric?
No, what that means is that men prefer women that.
But that
have-
means you don't like sex.
Like
You don't
sexu-
like sex in that case. You only like the status of having sex with a lot of people.
No, you can train her.
If she's a virgin, she's clearly not going to be that good, right?
But that's your job as the man to do what I said at the top of the show, coach her.
But why wouldn't you just have someone that's already good in bed?
That's used
Why wouldn't you want someone that is like a fucking 10 out of 10 at blowjobs? Why wouldn't you pick that instead?
I mean, you got 100+ men telling you here that they prefer women that have
Yeah,
lower
and
body
all
counts.
of them are delusional. I don't care about what they think. I care about what I think in my experiences. I probably fucked more women than most of these guys have in the audience, okay?
What the fuck?
Hold on. I'll pose her one question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Would you say that in general most women prefer a man taller than themselves?
What do you say? Sorry.
Taller.
Would it be fair to say that in general women prefer a man taller than themselves?
Yeah, that's true.
Would it be fair to say that in general women prefer a man that makes more money than them?
Yes, I guess some. Yeah.
In general,
Come
not
on,
yourself.
Be honest.
I mean, they want the man to make money. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure how people really like how much they care about it.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that women want a guy that is more confident and ambitious than themselves?
Yeah, those things. Yes.
Okay. What if I said that women are delusional for these inherent standards?
I don't think it's delusional to have those standards.
Stop the show right there. I don't think it's delusional that they want women that have low body counts.
Yeah, but why?
Hold
What
on,
is
stop the show. Stop the show.
The reason they
This
want
is-
to have someone
Melina,
that
stop for
has
2
a
seconds.
low body
Melina,
count.
stop for 2 seconds.
Okay. Can I finish it after?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Because this is the quintessential example of what I mean when I say female standards are respected and supposed to be adhered to, whereas male standards are considered delusional.
The only reason they want virgins is because they're really insecure that a dick might have been better than theirs.
Nobody said virgin.
That is it. That's true.
All right.
I don't think they were saying that back in
With
the
that-
day, though.
Nat,
Because you're not giving me
we got
any
super
reason
chats?
at all to why
Listen,
a
guys.
virgin is better in bed.
We're gonna do a couple super chats, and then get your questions ready because I'm coming to you guys in the next 10 minutes before we wrap up. So if you got questions for Walt and Myron, get them ready because we're coming to you. Nat, we got some super chats, or should we wrap up with the happy ending?
Myron, yes, we have a few super chats. Okay, so I'll go through them. Thank you guys.
All right, super chats, and then we're coming to the audience.
And then this is from Even Simmons, IG. This is an official rating for 1 hour. Alcohol rates tonight episode. Oh, that's just a shout out. And then we also have Mav, proud of Fresh and Fit. You guys are positively changing my life. I don't agree with everything like Shadi in the yellow dress. I like her comments about quality of women, and I don't care about losing bimbos, but love you, big bros. Then we have Zuvi. He said, shout out to the Valuetainment staff. Deli Malik locked in, and Andres, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, Zuvi.
Hey. And then we have G from New York. I wish I could be there. Fresh and Fit has changed my life and my family's. I push harder, and I'm able to provide for my family thanks to Fresh and Fit. Plus, Zerka's the man.
True.
Okay, and then it said, you're not a 10. The pod emphasizes a lot of info, the top 1%. How can you gear the message toward the top 20%, which is more attainable for men who work at it? Also, Myron, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Just want men and women to both win. And then we have Mike G, 1979. Sounds like a lot of principles of the game of Neil Strauss. Have any of the panel read it over or heard of it? How about Gigi Dior? And then we have EG. This is lit. Let's go. Last two, we have Guillermo Reyes. Thank you, Fresh and Fit, for the credit score. My 795. I'm trying to make it to 800.
Nice. That's what we're talking about.
Nice. And then we have American Income. Join CEO Network if you want to level up in life and grow your network.
My guy Adam, man. American Income. Shout out to you, bro.
Nice. And then let me see last.
He's super chatting from the audience.
Yes, my guy.
Love that.
You guys knew you could do that.
Okay.
Myron.
Keep going, Nat.
Yeah, hold on. It's loading. Give me 1 second. All right. I guess you want to close out and then.
Super chats in the audience. Let's go.
Super chats.
Okay.
Okay, here.
Nat, you have more super chats?
We do, but it's loading, so it's a
Okay.
little slow. If you
So
wanna
real quick,
move forward.
can we get a
Yeah.
camera on you, Nat, real quick?
I'm here.
This guy right here, I have a quick question.
Zerka?
Yeah, this guy's name is John Zerka, yeah? John, who the fuck are you? You've got 2 minutes. Explain yourself. What do you believe in? What do you want men to know? What do you want women to know? I've seen you with Fresh and Fit and Sneeko and the squad. What the fuck? Go ahead.
Right, so I'm John fucking Zerka. I'm a men's right activist, and I have a simple message. Men are better than women at literally everything. Literally everything. Nursing, if you get hit by a bullet, she can't pick my big ass up. She can't pick up anyone here. If she's a single mom, 80% chance the kid grows up to be a fucking school shooter. How do single dads do?
Way
they
better.
do fucking great.
Way better.
Men are better at everything compared to women, and women need to hear this. And you can find me at thatnigga.com.
Where did you find this dude?
Yo.
Fresh, where did you find this guy?
I'm gonna be honest, that was Myron and Sneeko, but this is the only guy I know I can say the N-word with a straight face.
I'm just gonna say, an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
All right?
Sun Tzu out
John
here.
fucking Zerka.
Shout out to Zerka.
This guy.
Body bagged those two losers yesterday.
Yeah. Nat, you're done with the super chats?
Very soon, you guys are going to be on my platform.
There you go.
Nat, do you want Zerka to read the super chats?
I can't read.
Okay, I figured
Okay. See, it's harder than it looks.
This guy's a trip.
I don't do these sober.
How yipped up are you, Zerka?
Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Patrick. So is my twin brother. So I'm actually kind of nervous to be here. We love Patrick. We love the show. And honestly, all we have to do is kick one of the girls out to make this a perfect episode.
All right. Now, go ahead, finish the super chats, and then we'll wrap up.
Melina,
with
get the fuck out of here.
We love Melina.
Go ahead, Nat.
We love
I'm
Melina.
his favorite woman, actually.
Got a crush.
Oh, he loves me.
Nat, you're gonna read?
I guess I
yeah,
shut
I'm
up
gonna
with
read it.
him.
Okay, then we have Full Wheat Todd. Thanks for the super chat. We see you all
Full
the
Wheat
time.
Todd?
Fresh and Full Wheat Todd.
He was supposed to be here. Didn't he win tickets?
I'm reading it properly. Full Wheat Todd.
Stupid.
It's okay. I'm reading right. Then we have Fresh and Fit and Valuetainment. This is lit. Always dropping value. Everybody watching from home, you should have been there. Keep doing God's work. Then we have Jaquan Clay. Shout out to Fresh and Fit and Myron's character. They really care about the supporters. It's not just a show. The live, they live by what they preach behind the scenes. Shout out to CEO Network.
Yes, sir.
Then we have, I'm just going to read 100 and up now. Then we have Masarama Sanju. 2 days and they'll be back to getting passed around the hurting sugar daddies. MGT on the way. Don't save them. Let them suffer. Then we have Real Damsify. Thank you, Fresh and Fit, for saving my life. I broke my ankle 6 months ago. I needed surgery, but I couldn't afford it. And y'all kept me out here working, and I'm still on a broken ankle trying to get my money straight. Thank you for saving my life.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
That's why we do what we do, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Shout out to that guy.
And then we've got Alvin Sam. Imagine a man working 16 hours a day for a peaceful life, and when he comes home, Melina wants to be opinionated.
No
It's
time.
okay. She'll love you, though. She'll love you, I'm sure. It's all right. The light's coming back on. Come on, it's a party, guys. Then we have I Grunt Admin. Failure is not feminine trait. It's a critical part of learning process, especially for the men. The way men react to failure will determine a likelihood of success. Your husband doesn't like when you bang men. Wives do it. And then that's it for the 50 and up super chats. Thank you guys for the super chat.
By the way, I kind of liked it when the lights went
Zerka.
out. That was kind of.
What is Zerka's opinion on the 19th Amendment? Sit so they can see you.
Repeal it.
Thank you guys for the super chats. Make sure you guys subscribe.
By
to
the way,
channels.
did everybody notice that Zerka just listened to Natalia right there?
We're a team.
I'm just playing a character. Like I'm a simp by instinct.
I'm a simp by instinct. All right. Last question for you guys.
And men never eat the box. Let's go.
Matt, remove the mic from Zerka. We'll deal with him later. All right. So we're at the ending, guys, and then we'll do some Q&A. So what I do on my show is I usually call what is called a happy ending. Let's end with, there's a little double entendre right there. You got it. She's smart. So we like to say that the future looks bright here at Valuetainment. There's a lot of fucking crazy things going on in the world. Yet, we keep going. You right? Keep pushing forward. The future looks bright. So put a little silver lining on this thing. I think at the end of the day, your guys' message is super important for men. And if women are willing to listen and not be triggered, it's actually very important for them as well. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
So, what would you guys say is your ideal outcome for men and women today?
I think personally speaking, I've seen it work where my grandparents were together for 70 years plus, and it worked out very well. But for the most part, because they follow their roles. So ultimately, I would hope from them hearing us speak and us giving knowledge that each person knows their role in their relationship, whether it's feminine or masculine, but they're doing their role. And ultimately, when this is said and done, they understand what their partner likes, what they don't like, and they understand it's better to have a family than be by yourself.
Amen.
Well said.
I'm going to keep it nice and simple, but kind of explain why. For both parties to be happy. And what I mean by this is we live kind of in a world here, not even kind of, we live in a world where we prioritize the female sexual strategy and female happiness. Walk down the aisle in a white dress, man waiting for her, lives her life, gets that security, whatever. But the man a lot of the times isn't happy. There's a reason why they said, oh, you took the plunge, and they make fun of guys that are getting married because for a lot of guys, there's a reason why she's wearing a white dress, he's wearing a black suit. It's his funeral, essentially. I don't want it to be that way for men. I want guys to get in a relationship that they want to get with a girl that deserves it, where both of you are fulfilled. You're on your purpose, you're chasing success, she's chasing you, and if you so choose, your value should be high enough where if you want to have other women, you should be able to be transparent about it, open about it, and give your girl the opportunity to make a conscious decision if she's willing to accept this lifestyle, right? And you guys would be surprised how honest you could be with girls if you got your shit together. So I don't want guys to be deceptive with women. I want women to also get what they want out of a relationship, which is happiness and security from that man and him provide for her, because I do believe that men need to be providers. But I also believe that men need to also work on them being happy as well. We need to prioritize both parties being happy in the relationship, and that comes from the guy being at his best version of himself and the woman doing and following that man's lead.
Well said. Well, I'll end with this. For years, I've always heard, happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, man, if your wife's happy, okay. What I've learned, for sure, when I know to be true, and women, listen for a second, happy king, happy kingdom. Because if the king is happy, then the queen will be happy, and then everyone in the kingdom will be happy. But if it's happy wife and happy life, and the husband is miserable, everybody's freaking miserable. Yep. So women, would you be happy being the queen or not, I guess is the question, in a happy kingdom? Don't answer that. We'll answer that the next time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now at the end. We'll do a Q&A with Fresh and Fit.
Sorry.
But real quick, you got what you got?
Yes, we have one more huge super chat.
Okay.
$500 by Feminists.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so
But who else?
this is an official rating on a 1 hour alcohol rate for tonight.
Yo, was that Yvette Simonis?
Yes, it is.
All right, so
He's
let
rating
me
the
explain
girls.
this for the ladies. He's going to rate you on a scale of 1 to 10 and how much he would pay you for sex. So, he's a $500 super chat. Shout out to you, man.
He's saying,
this guy's
he's saying-
hilarious.
He's saying alcohol, which means You know what that means, right? Alcohol? Never mind.
All right, so I shall read it.
All right, so where are we going to start from?
All right, so from Janelle, okay? So this is
Janelle, raise your hand real fast so the audience knows who you are. There you go. Boom.
All right, so this is the official rating, 1 hour alcohol rates for tonight's episode. Janelle 1, $0. Patricia 3, $0. Maria 8, $1,000. Sarah 6, $0. Melina 4, $0.
Miami 4, yes.
Carol 8, $600. Georgia 1. This
nigga racist.
$0. Gigi 2, $100. Sarah 4, $0. Amy $5, $5, $0. Maya 2, $0. Destiny 3, $0. Shay 4, $0. Tony 6, $600. Shay 6, $400. Layla Weenie, that's a weird name. $400, 7. Natalie 5, $0. And Abigail 3, $0. Shout out to you, Yvonette.
How much is he giving Zerka to jerk him off?
I have no idea, but find out.
All right, well, thank you. Who's this guy?
Yevgeny Simonis. He's a little bit radical, but he's funny. He's funny.
All right, we gave $500, so I guess.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, all right, well, I appreciate you.
Give that to charity.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we'll give that to charity.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the ladies that have been on the panel. I appreciate all the ladies being here. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you be willing to listen. I believe, Nat, all their Instagrams are tagged below. What's up? Walt?
Send your dick pics, guys.
Okay.
Send your dick pics.
They're all tagged below. And last but not least, major shout out to Walt and Myron for being here. Woo! Clap it up for Fresh and Fit. Let's go. Okay. By a round of applause, who wants to see us do this again in a matter of no time? Okay. Show some love in the chat. With that being said, we're going to do some Q&A now. Are we going to keep rolling while the Q&A is going on, Eric?
No.
I don't know what that means. Just talk.
Q&A's for the event.
Okay, gotcha. So the Q&A is for the audience. All right. So how are we distinguishing who has questions for Fresh and Fit? Okay. You had the first.
Wait,
yeah.
We're going to...
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. All right, so wrap it up. You know,
because they might ask really good questions for the audience.
Eric, why don't we
watching.
keep it rolling?
The show goes on, man.
End the episode.
Let's keep it running. I know they're gonna have good questions that people can benefit from.
No, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Questions at home. All good. All good. By the way, if you guys want to give a message to the people at home, do that now, and then we'll entertain the audience.
But they didn't pay.
I mean, I think let's let the audience decide.
Yeah, you guys decide.
You guys are the ones that are here. Are you guys okay with the 13,000 plus potentially hundreds of thousands of people that might watch this and learn from a question that you have? Okay. Iron sharpens iron, man. Because you guys might be asking a question that someone at home doesn't have the opportunity to ask. Maybe they don't have the money to come be here. Maybe they don't have the opportunity to be here. And you might be asking a question that will save them from putting a gun in their mouth.
Yeah. Totally agree. Let's keep rolling. All good.
Show goes on.
Raise your hand. This guy had a first question. Your hand went up. We got to get a mic over here. We got Ivan and from PBD Consulting in the house. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. The gentleman over there. Yeah, that guy. Stand up, guy. Give us your name.
And real quick, before you ask your question, guys, there's no stupid question, all right? We're all at different points in our life. If they ask a question, I don't want anybody ridiculing anybody that asks a question, because at the end of the day, we're here to make each other better. And it's tough to be a man in 2023, all right? So.
All right, well, does this work? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's on.
Hello, everybody. My name's Andres. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. I love you guys. You guys do amazing content. I love that you preach loyalty to your fans as well, which is awesome, something you don't see a lot nowadays. SOS, PBD, Roy Castillo, get me a sales job at Valuetainment, please. Also, so my question is, ladies, what do you expect your man to do? And men, what would you do If some random dude went up to your girl and slapped her ass at the bar, what would you do? What would you expect your man to do? And men, what would you do? Would you fight him? Go to jail maybe? It's a risky question. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, so just so we understand the question, what would they? This is your main girl?
Yeah.
And someone grabs her ass at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to ask the ladies first what they would expect, right?
What they would expect, how would they feel if their man did what they want to do?
Okay. So what do you expect? What would you? We'll start here and we'll go.
I expect that my man defend me for sure,
Okay.
but I don't want to see him fighting with the other guy because
Okay.
I don't like violence.
Okay.
I'd probably fight back personally. I
course
wouldn't
you
expect
would.
much.
So you would strike him?
Yeah, of course you would. Have you not seen my guns? You have seen them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what if he's a
You
big
have
guy?
seen them.
I'm gonna start calling you Mo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. What about you?
I would expect him to put his arm out, protect me, and verbally say, "Don't do that," and then us leave, so there's no altercation.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Yeah, I'd probably want him to defend me as well, but I don't know. I don't think I would get upset with him if he didn't, because I probably wouldn't want him to be in such a rough position.
That wouldn't happen with me. Is this working? I keep messing it.
Yeah,
What they
it's
say.
working.
That wouldn't happen with me. My man would not let someone get that close to me, first of all, to be in that situation to touch me, because I only date alphas. And yeah, so that's
All right.
basically it.
What about you?
Makes sense.
Me?
Yeah.
I would definitely expect him to defend me.
Same, I would expect. If he didn't, I would be turned off.
Okay. And what if he didn't for you?
Same. I
You'd be
think
turned off, okay.
there's appropriate responses. And, I think you could escalate, but I think that an appropriate response would definitely be to defend.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I don't think it should necessarily resort to violence straight away, but your man should be able to be assertive and be like, "What the fuck was that?" It's not cool.
And then on the couch, you guys, all you ladies, would you expect him to defend you? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. If you'd expect him to defend you. Pretty much everyone. Now, raise your hand if you would lose respect for you if he didn't defend you. If he didn't fight. Raise your hands. Okay, all right. Okay, so you got your answers, and then you wanted, what was the other thing you wanted? Well, see, that's a case-by-case basis depending on the girl and then depending on the severity of the situation, right? If he was like a drunken retard or whatever, like just acting stupid, hey man, that's not acceptable behavior, get the fuck out of here, right? But it also depends on your relationship with that woman as well, right? Obviously, main girls get certain privileges that regular other girls don't. So it depends on the hierarchy of where that woman stands with you as the man. So, yeah. It's a multi-varied situation depending on a bunch of different circumstances. Anybody else have a question? What was that?
I mean,
that's hold on. Right. Yeah, that's the question that the man has to ask himself. That's the question the man has to ask himself. What about you? Can we get him a mic, guys?
Hello. Okay. So I have a question for the women, and I do have a podcast, Alpha Anthony. But so how do we get younger women to start wanting to have kids again instead of having a job and try to focus on work until it's too late for them to be after 30 and have a low chance of having children?
So, guys, if you're gonna ask the questions to the girls, can you point out who you want to answer specifically? Because we got like 20 women here.
Okay.
So
It's Destiny's wife.
Okay.
Wait, do I need to repeat the question, or do you understand it? Like, is it?
Sorry?
Do you understand the question, or should I repeat
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I think that. Wait, say that one more time. Sorry. You call me Destiny's wife, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know your
that's
name.
who you-
I don't know
yeah.
half the people's name here.
Yeah.
But
Mel time.
What?
You want Mel time?
What's your name?
Melina.
Melina.
Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, Mel time.
No, I don't want Mel. I'm Melina.
You want Mel time?
No.
Well, you're asking me a question, so you get Mel time.
Okay, Melina. I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
Yep.
So, how do we get young women
Oh,
to be more traditional in wanting kids younger instead of wanting a career until it's too late for them to have kids?
I think you should try to find someone that wants the same things as you and not try to make them. I don't think that's how it
Well,
works.
I don't mean by making. I mean,
You mean how do you find them?
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably talk to them and figure out if they want those things. I mean, a lot of religious people seem to really care about having children, like when they're really, really young. I mean, you can go for it if you want. I would say that it's probably not a good idea to do that when they're really, really young, because they should probably like try to figure out what they want first before they have kids.
All right, we got 3 more questions. Is that? Oh, I thought that's your hair. I thought that was your. Stand up, buddy. No, now you. Yeah, you go. Yeah, I thought that guy's hand was up.
Wow.
The guy behind him. Go ahead. In the blue shirt and the glasses. Yeah, go ahead.
With him.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
I see.
The guy who was talking to him. Yes, you. Listen, we're gonna do 1 question from GA, 1 question from Mayor, and 2 from VIP in a second. So go ahead.
Okay, so question. If somebody moved to the yes a couple of years ago, right, what would be your advice if that person wasn't able to kind of socially adjust to the yes? What would you suggest?
I have one word for you, immersion. You have to immerse yourself into United States culture. Where are you from?
The country of the year, Ukraine.
Well, congratulations from Ukraine. What's your outcome? You want to be American?
Ideally.
Yeah.
You know,
well, first
I'd
you
love to
can't
be in a
talk like
society,
this if you want to be the American. You have to immerse yourself in
Speak
American
Ukrainian
culture.
right now. Speak Ukrainian. He can't do that. That's not okay.
It's fine, but immerse yourself in American culture and watch as
I think
many
he's speaking
people.
more from a perspective. Are you speaking about from a perspective of like adjusting your status and stuff?
Yeah.
I can speak to this.
Okay, go ahead.
Immigration. Simple. Number 1, don't violate any laws while you're here.
Yep.
Okay. Whether it's like working illegally, whatever, because if you get caught, it's gonna fuck you up, and then you might get deported. So that's number 1. Number 2, try to do it legally. You're coming from Ukraine, you could potentially go refugee status, and then go ahead and consult with an immigration attorney that's not a scammer.
That's
Make
what
sure
I
you do your research. A lot of immigration attorneys are scammers. I've arrested a bunch when I was on the job. So that's what I'm saying.
What about socially? I'm
Okay.
sorry, aside.
So
immersion.
I can speak to that because I came from an immigrant here as well. So ultimately, you have to decide what you
Don't
want.
break any laws, by the way, too.
You have to decide what you want coming to America. You want to be successful. You want to have a family. What is priority to you? Once you have that set in your mind, make a goal list of what you want, and then learn it from people that are already here. So, for example, find a mentor in your space. For example, I want to learn real estate. So I looked online, mentors real estate on YouTube. You could do these you could do all that here as well. And then find groups, for example, meetup.com, where you can go to these events, meet people in person, and ask them questions. Because once again, it's about community. So you're by yourself here now, but you need a community for yourself. Our brotherhood goes a long way. So find a community you could thrive in. And for example, once again, figure out what your goal is. Once that's your goal, move from there.
I also can help you with this one.
And welcome to America, buddy, the greatest country in the world.
I also can help you with this one,
Whatever the fuck you want to do here in America,
And then, of
you
course,
can do
bro,
it.
Of course, bro. Join the CEO network. There you go.
Nice plug right here. We have a VIP that wants to ask a question. Go ahead, buddy. Oh, he's the next? Oh, I didn't see who was next.
Hello? Hey, how's it going? First, I want to say, Fresh and Fit, I love your content. Keep doing what you're doing. I respect all love from New York.
Thank you.
So this is a question for the ladies. From an objective standpoint,
Gotta pick one.
back in Neolithic times, if women had to fulfill a man's role and vice versa, would the human race go extinct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can just be like yes or no. It doesn't have to be an extensive answer.
I think we all said yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty simple. Except for
say yes.
Melina. She'd be fighting saber-toothed
I don't
tigers,
think I
woolly
said- I know,
mammoths.
she was-
You know it's
Hmm?
good.
What was the question?
In Neolithic time, like the Stone Age.
Stupid.
No, we're good. We're good. You've answered the
can't-
question.
I'm sorry, I
If
can't
if
hear
she
what he's
missed it, give it to
saying.
this guy right here.
All right, question for the ladies. I'll tell you my name after. Who here is actually involved in heavy streaming? Have a lot of followers in their social media account? Do all you ladies have over like 10,000 per social media presence?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Yes or no? Majority you do? Okay. Say social media today shut down. What is your secondary job and how would you achieve that after all the simps stop following you guys?
Not my
Okay.
first job.
Well, I'll answer that first.
Yeah.
I don't have some people pay me a lot of money for my services. So people aren't just like paying me on OnlyFans. I host global retreats with a lot of athletes and celebrities that attend. So, but if all that failed and I went to Shed, and I couldn't, get clients from online, I would do my best to find who I thought wanted like a really submissive, subservient wife that wanted me to like cook, clean, give them daily blowjobs, have children, because I could still have children. And I would just take my best shot and go that way, because I would be the ultimate wife.
Aren't you prior military?
I am.
Air Force.
I'm a 95 Bravo.
Oh.
You want a blowjob right now, buddy?
No, I don't want that. Not from her.
I'll hook you up. We're giving half-off blowjobs in the back.
Military bully.
What about you ladies? Any more answers about that? What would you ladies do?
I would go
can have one
back
more
to
answer.
school because in Sweden we get that for free.
That is awful.
I know.
By the way, nice to meet you. I am Mr.
We get
Sheets.
paid actually. We get paid for school.
Clap it up for this guy one time. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, we got 2 more questions and we got to wrap up. I see that guy in the suit right there, and then there was a guy that just stood up back there. You'll go next, buddy. Yeah.
What's going on, world? How's everybody doing tonight? All right.
You look great, buddy. Thanks for dressing up.
Just got out of work. I came all the way from Miami. Wanted to go ahead and show support. Love these guys right here. My question to the women and the men here: how do you become, or let me reword that, how do you demand or command respect amongst uncommon strangers when you're traveling? How do you command that respect amongst uncommon folks?
What? I think being articulate is very helpful. I think when you can be articulate, it can help command respect and attention no matter where you go, no matter what industry you're in.
Highly feminine. I think being highly feminine, but also because I obviously feminine, but I also command the attention of the room when I need to be. So I think just and being great at really reading people's body language and just watching how they move, so you can understand like what situation to be in and how to act accordingly.
I listen more than I speak, and it
Listen,
works
yeah.
very well because I used to be the opposite.
And what happened?
Problems.
And now you listen more than you speak.
Yes.
2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You guys want to answer this?
Yeah.
Was that for a question for the gentleman as well?
You can take this first.
I would just say you have to read the room because, for example, every setting is going to be different. And for networking, it's about being able to just kind of like see where you're going to fit in and what your role is. For example, to be likable means you have to figure out what each person wants you to be in a scenario. Now, for the most part, though, if you want to have respect, it's like, okay, cool. On some level, read the room, and then, for example, see who's the top guy in the room. And just see where his level's at. And then from there, if you're confident who you are as a man, he's going to see that as well. But that might be a little battle there. The point is that like you're going to read the room first and then see who's the dominant one. If it's you, great. If it's not, you have to acquiesce to that, like, battle, pretty much.
Respect. Go ahead.
First off, I want to get a round of applause for you guys for putting this event together. I was just curious on the metrics and factors you guys are going to have to consider in order to put on another event like this. I'm sure the crowd and myself benefit in so many different ways. So I know it's costly of your guys' time, etc. But do you guys have any idea what things you guys would be looking for the future?
I think it's just going to come down to a conversation with the 3 of us, and we'll work something out. And I don't know. We're going to kind of feel the vibe of the room. If you want us to do it again, I think we'll do it again. Okay. Last question. Whoever raises their hand the highest gets the last question. This guy with the hat on. He was first. Go ahead, buddy.
Appreciate you. What's going on, man? Thank you, Fresh and Fit. This is a lit show. I appreciate you guys. Jesus is king. Jesus is king, baby. You already know what's going on. I really appreciate it. My name is 4G Tone. Everything we do is for good, for God, and for grace. But my genuine question to you guys...
Move away from the pole.
Oh, I got you.
You're not a stripper.
I know, right?
There you go.
Too close. Too close.
Stupid.
Oh,
Gentlemen, your job is, as a man, as a father, is to keep your daughters off the pole.
Yeah, yes. Keep everybody off the pole. Right here is good?
Go ahead.
So my question is, Dale Carnegie said that when Abraham Lincoln was trying to lead his coalition, like lead to a better United States, he had a woman next to him as well. Same thing with the leaders in here, like PBD, he has Jen. Everybody that has had an impact on the world has someone behind them that really allowed them to not motivate them, but do something for because they want to do it for the love of their woman, like MLK with Coretta. What do you see if people play their distinct roles, right? Man and woman, leadership-wise, where could the world be? Where do you see the world looking like? Not even the world, let's say United States primarily. What do you see it looking like so that we can all have live in a better society as well? And then, I mean by that is like, do you see more innovation? Do you see wars? What do you see? Do you see something that's a society better to live in? Do you see less, like, big pharma working?
Your question is what exactly, just to be clear?
Where do you see the world? My apologies, I know I'm going. Where do you see the world? Like,
if we were together as families again?
Yeah, together as a family again. Like, do you see, like, crazy things that can happen that can enhance where we live? Yeah, go.
I'll take this one. So...
Yeah, I know that. I know it was crazy. My bad.
Was that a plane for the landing?
Yeah, land the plane.
I appreciate the question because my favorite book of all time was written by Dale Carnegie, which is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Great book. If you haven't read it, read the freaking book, okay? I've also read Lincoln on Leadership, right? When he talks about circling the troops and making sure that you're there. And we learned that during COVID, that we were all social distancing. You know, the companies that had that were able to be in the office together succeeded in all the remote stuff, which I think was kind of nonsense. So, but my answer to your question is, I'm the type of person that doesn't want to. I don't think men need to shit on women, and I don't think that women need to shit on men. So I don't think it's like a binary losing proposition, zero-sum game. I want to see men win, and I also want to see women win. And I know what it looks like for men to lose, blowing your freaking fucking brains out, and I know what it looks like for women to lose, and where they think that they're single boss babe, and next thing you know, they're Chelsea Handler, and they're crying themselves to sleep every night, and they're making videos on me pretending that they're happy. So I think if men and women could come together and listen to each other and do what we do here, and have shows like this, and have dialogue, and sometimes when you have dialogue, you disagree, and that's fine. You can disagree without being disagreeable, but listen to what the other side is saying and try to engage and learn something. So I want to see men win. I want to see women win. And the reality is that if men and women win, that means families will win. That means children will win. That means society will win. That means America will win. So that's what I want to see. That's it? All right, cool. I just dropped the mic. Thank you, guys.
Great answer.
Okay. Well, I appreciate Myron said it was a great answer because all I do is appreciate his answer.
Yeah, that was a great answer. I don't need
Anyway,
that.
last but not least, one last time, please, round of applause for Fresh and Fit and being here. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here from the back of the freaking room to the front of the room. We appreciate you guys being here, and for everyone watching at home.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Let's give a round of applause for the audience and the thousands of men watching out there
Yes,
that want
sir.
to become better. And hey, maybe we help the guy
Yes.
inspire him. Listen, guys, just so y'all know, there's no difference between, just because we're up on the stage and you guys are there, there's no difference. The only difference is that we're saying what you guys are fucking thinking will speak for you guys. It's the only difference. Thank you for supporting.
Thank you guys for being here. I believe we're doing photos with the guys in the VIP. So if we'll line up, and what's that? And premiere. Okay.
Premium, yeah.
So, and premium. All right, awesome. One final round of applause for everybody being here. Thank you guys so much. DJ, it's on you. Thank you, Fresh and Fit.